Oath of the Gatewatch, and up with the Legendary Cube. Alright, limited tournament.
Which we're going to hopefully do well enough not to have to pay for the next one.
Alright, we're going to run the Swifts just so we can have a couple matches in.
So it is Phantom, but we do get to keep the pack if we win too, right?
If you go 2-1, you get 100 play points, which makes it free to enter, and you get a... Brad's going to pull right over here while we wait. And let's look at the prize payout. So the exciting part about this is if you win 2 matches, if we go 2-1, which is our personal
That's
favorite
about
number.
what we do.
We
Not
do it
today
all,
because we're bragging about it.
we do it all the time usually. You get to play essentially for free. We paid 100 points in, you get 100 points back.
And you got to pay for 7.5 tickets if you get less than that. Because it's 10 tickets to enter.
Oh wow, the draft has already started.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Alright, so we're going to start with Maelstrom Wanderer.
Ooh.
Okay,
Alright, just highlight it so we can talk about the rest.
So, we're basically, you're playing
I love Mirari.
3 to 5 colors almost every time, and you're usually either playing ramp strategies or control strategies. Weenie's not an option here. We're playing big stuff. Maelstrom
So you
Wanderer...
don't think Weenie's an option?
No, I looked at the creatures. They're just not there.
Okay.
Maelstrom Wanderer is very powerful. You easily can cast the colors, even if 1 or 2 of the colors are a splash because it's so big. I think the next card, Primeval Titan's fine.
What is this blue creature? I don't remember that one from Kamigawa.
Tomorrow, Azami's Familiar lets you basically, instead of drawing a card, you look at the top 3.
Put the preview on somewhere. Just
yeah.
down at the bottom somewhere.
Preview plane.
Yeah, put it next to our picture over here.
Alright, let's pull it on over here.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so tomorrow basically lets you look at the top 3 and pick one instead of drawing a card. It's powerful. If I wasn't playing Maelstrom Wanderer, I would probably go with Atarka, because you want big, powerful effects. This is a big.
What about Primeval Bounty that gives you the incremental advantage basically from anything you play?
It is good, but I think with people playing these bigger, stronger cards, you're more often going to be kind of shying away from that now. Here we can...
let's see. I believe Oblivion Stone is probably the most powerful thing. There is... Spirit of the Night is a close second, though, because it's basically a Chroma, but in swamps.
Yeah, it has... the triple black can be a little tricky. We would rather have a more diverse one. Cards I consider here, Haunted of Night's Reach is powerful because this is a Haymaker format.
I really
Oblivion
hope that
Stone.
Sphere comes back around.
Mercury Seal is the other card. And
what about Karn? Karn seems pretty powerful for being colorless.
No, he affects artifacts. This is the Creature Karn. Creature Karn is not very good.
Oh, you don't think so?
Nah, we're not going to have artifacts, dude. He's only okay.
Target non-creature... We're going to have a ton of artifacts.
Yeah, but they're tiny. Everyone's playing big stuff. You want to play stuff that if they kill it, it has a big effect. So we're looking for cards that kind of...
we have to get there, though.
It's easy to get there. Everyone's playing big stuff. All the small creatures kind of are bad.
Okay.
I think we'll start with the Oblivion Stone. I don't mind it. It's a good reset button.
I think it's definitely the best.
So let's go ahead and reserve. So we're going to need some mana fixing. We can look to that. And we also want to pick up removal.
Condemn is pretty good, but we're trying not to be in white currently. I don't know how flexible we are with that.
We're probably 5 colors.
We're probably 5. In that case, you probably should just take the Condemn.
We're 3 to 5 colors.
Or the Mind's Eye.
Let's see. I like...
Now, what about this, Sky Asunder?
It's powerful too. Yeah. I'd like to pick up some mana fixing, but I would also consider Condemn. We do need to pick up mana fixing pretty aggressively.
So you would rather have the Volcanic Island over the Rupture Spire? Because it seems like that's better mana fixing.
We can fetch this. There are fetch lands in this.
I still think you'd probably rather just have generic mana fixing. It's crappy in most formats.
Well, you can't play this on turn 1.
No, you can't.
I think I'd like to start...
Why do you care if you play it on turn 1?
Because you have to have some lands to play on turn 1. I guess you can play any lands on turn 1.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start with the Volcanic just because I'd like to have blue-red as a base. Alright. So we can go with Niv Mizzet, which is strong, but it's a little hard to cast. Savage Lands.
So I think Niv Mizzet is way more powerful, but Swiftfoot Boots is what you want. Because you get one good creature in play and put that on it, and then they're going to have a tough time removing it. And once you have your powerful creature out, you just win. You don't need anything else.
They also have powerful creatures, so we have to decide if we want to have more fixing. Like, I could see running Expunge as well.
Non-artifact, non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. Expunge, Swiftfoot Boots both seem better than taking a land this early.
Okay.
Considering how many lands were in the previous packs.
There's a lot of lands. You need a lot of mana fixing.
So right now there are 2 lands in this pack, and there were, I think we've already passed like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So
I would consider Swiftfoot Boots and Niv-Mizzet. We'll try Swiftfoot Boots just because I don't want to hit the double colors, if that's at all possible. All right.
So Detention Sphere is probably the best.
Let's double check. Detention Sphere.
I don't know what Last Stand does, but it has a lot of text. That
Nah,
seems
it's-
useful.
Nah, it's not very good.
The Blood Witch is really good.
I would consider Detention Sphere, Putrefy. Face
so
Fetters.
Vishara is probably the most powerful creature.
Triple Black's gonna be too hard to cast.
It's still the most powerful creature.
It is, but
Also, Putrefy is probably just as good as Detention Sphere.
I like
I like that it kills an artifact in this set.
that it's instant speed. And I definitely agree.
Artifacts in this set I think are more powerful than enchantments.
More importantly, there's no planeswalkers in this set, so that takes away a lot of part of Detention Sphere. There's only 2 planeswalkers, and
that's a
they're
good point.
only artifact.
And if we get one, we should play it.
yeah, so let's add the Putrefy. I'm happy with that pick.
All right.
Okay, so let's see. We could
let's
take
see.
Pelurkanos. We could take a Temple. We could take a Bad River. We could take a Prophetic Prism. We could take a Hull Breach.
I think Hull Breach will come back around. The most powerful card there is probably Polakranos or Tainted Pack.
If we take Polakranos, we'll be solidifying a little bit more to green, which I'm fine with. And it's also fine if our picks don't all necessarily go in the deck. We'll have plenty. Or we could take Bad River, which will start kind of it fetches 2 colors for us here.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get lands later. You're going to want to take Polakranos because third or fourth turn, that's going to be a bad Mamma Jamma.
Okay. I'm fine with that. We can take a lot of speculative picks because there's a lot of cards to pick from
The
here.
command's really good. That's probably a 2 for 1. What's the banner do?
It's
It's
good
like
with,
+1/+1.
yeah, it's a beatdown card. It's actually not really what you want here. We could take the Ancient. It makes a lot of guys, which can help. We could take the Command.
So I think the Ancient is probably the most powerful.
Yeah, and,
Because it can make an army in a can.
and the other thing with the Command is the fight isn't as good. A lot of these cards have weird power and toughness.
I agree with that. It's still probably going to be a 2 for 1 if you use it at the right time.
So I like being like base green with a couple other cards because then we can start aggressively picking up mana fixing, which is actually quite good.
Yeah, I'm really glad there's Geomorphic Expanse in this.
All right, so we can take
Pernicious Deed seems to be the most powerful card.
right. We can take Woodland Cemetery, Pernicious Deed, or Yeva here. I don't think any of the other cards are really pick. Firelink Thicket's
so
fine.
Chain
but
Reaction is also pretty powerful.
it's less good when there's fewer creatures and they're bigger power and toughness, which is what we're going to see.
So, of all the things, though, I think Yeva is. It's not the best. Pernicious Deed is definitely the best. But Yeva is super powerful because we can play it at the end of people's turns and then play all our green creatures at the end of people's turns.
I'm fine with either of these. We can try Yeva.
I would like Yeva better, I think. Pernicious Deed, we're gonna be eating a lot of mana to try to use it.
All right, so I'm taking Atarka here. I think it's the best creature.
Is definitely the best creature. The best enchantment is gonna be probably that's probably one of the best in the whole set.
Yeah, I just like how casting Atarka, like when you cast it, you just get kill something, and if they don't answer, they die. As opposed to Primal Weapon, which can be good, but you can cast it on 6 and just die on the backswing, even if you get one of those effects.
Atarka is the one that does a bunch of damage when it comes to
Yeah,
play,
it does
right?
8. So we're gonna go ahead.
No. That's not the right Atarka.
Oh,
That's
never
the
mind.
wrong Atarka.
Good call there.
Yeah, that I was like, that doesn't look right.
So they took the good Hondin.
So I'm thinking since we're so far green, we might want to take a green card here.
I would be happy taking Spirit of the Night or Hondin. I don't think Hondin's that good.
So I think the regen on the Silvos, isn't that it? Silvos is pretty good.
I don't think it's a great card, but we could try
Well, it's
it.
an 8/5 with trample and regenerate. So
We could try. There's nothing. We're not missing anything. Okay, so we're between Temple and Asari.
either one's fine.
I'd like to start having some mana fixing. It's been drying up. We need to start getting in on it.
I mean, it's near the last pick. I'm surprised Mind's Eye wasn't taken earlier. I'm
It's 7
either
lands.
good with the land or Glissa because Glissa and Expunge are all really powerful cards. Because Glissa's going to trade up a lot of time, and she's not going to trade a lot of time because she has Death Touch and First Strike.
Sure, we can try Glissa.
So definitely land here. I don't really like the whatever that thing was called.
All right.
Tainted Pack's pretty powerful. So's Momentous Fall. I don't think you're going to want to draw cards in this set though. So either one.
All right, and
Oh
let's
wow,
pick
we got that last pick. That's
All
pretty
right.
impressive.
So we need to start focusing on mana fixing.
So I think we need to try to drop a color because if you look right now, we're just in what red, green, black, and blue. So that's pretty
we
impressive.
probably won't play white. It'll probably just be 4
And
cards.
we can probably drop black too. Now, Phage is definitely one of the most powerful, followed by Avacyn, which is definitely the most powerful card.
All right, I'm either on the ramping of Boros Signet or Wayfarer's Bubble. I know that seems weird, but we need to start focusing
So
on
what
ramping.
about Time Warp? Because
We're not playing that much blue, and it's
we're not playing that much blue. Rudic Thar is probably the most powerful creature in the colors we are playing. But also Java Lard is pretty powerful and only 3 mana. I would not first pick a mana over this creature.
I do not think that
In fact, Omnath is probably the most powerful thing out there.
we don't have that much green mana either.
Doesn't matter. We'll just stack it every turn.
We made that. Ramping into bigger spells is more powerful than playing medium-sized creatures.
Well, Omnath and your Signet both ramp.
Omnath's a turn slower. I'd rather have the Signets.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think they're a top pick.
This plays a little bit more like Legacy Cube in that way. Like
How many times have you played this before?
I have watched lots of people play it, so I'm considering Mirai's Wake and the Talisman here.
I think I would take... Well, so we're trying not to be in white, so I'm not going to take the Wake. What is the Shattering... Whatever that guy is. The Goblin Artisan.
You sack a creature, they all sack a creature. Sack an artifact, sack an enchantment, they do the same. It's fine.
That's pretty decent.
I think I'd just rather have more.
Wow.
I think just getting to these bigger cards will
This is a
count.
stacked pack.
It's okay.
I'm not sure who it's stacked for, but it's definitely stacked.
I like Mirai's Wake and Talisman. I'd rather just be ramping more. And picking up these cards early means that we can pick up cards we really want later and not have to worry about where our mana's at. Okay, wait. What does this do? He doubles power and toughness. Okay, that's okay.
And he gives everything haste. So Xenagos is probably one of the most powerful cards.
It's
Just because, that has haste and double power, right?
You aren't going to normally be able to activate him because you won't normally have it. So he's just an
You won't-
enchantment.
Yeah, he's just an enchantment that gives haste and double power, right?
I'm still going to keep pushing on getting a bunch of mana. I'm going to take the Cultivate over...
Well, if he comes back around, we should definitely take... The Redeemed is actually really powerful in our deck, too, because we don't need anything but green to activate him.
I don't think he's high enough power. I think you're usually going to get one or two.
Well,
You get
so a lot of
activations.
creatures don't have trample in this set, if you notice. So chump blockers forever would let us
That's
stick around long enough.
the chump blocking part's definitely true.
I definitely like Mortify and Oblivion Ring, though we're trying not to play white. So you might want to try...
Okay, so I like Mortify, I like Sandstep Citadel, I like Tropical Island. I think those are the cards to consider.
So let's see. Thirst for Knowledge is really good too, because we're getting a lot of artifacts. The Summoner is actually really good.
It's not good in our deck, though. We don't have a lot of instants and sorceries.
That's true.
So I'm between Mortify and these two.
So if we're
ones.
trying not to play white, then we should go with the Tropical Island, even though Mortify is one of the best.
So what if we take... We can take the Citadel and hope to will the Mortify, or we can just take...
That'll never come back around. You should try to get Mortify and will the Citadel, if you're going to do that.
Sure.
So
we're on Kadama's
Ship's
Reach.
Navigator is pretty good. Cage Sun is pretty good, but we're too many colors.
We're on Kadama's Reach. Having Kadama's Reach and Cultivate means that it's open, and it means that if we want to play a little bit of white, it's now almost free. We have Kadama's Reach, we have a Talisman that produces multicolor of mana, and if we get one more card that gets us lands, we can start just picking any cards that are powerful without having to worry about color. Base green, 5 color is one of the best things to play. And the fact that we can ramp out to Maelstrom Pulse and Primeval Bounty and Verloth the Ancient means that we'll have a powerful ramp strategy, which is one of the two strategies. The other one is multicolored control. So,
And I like how the biggest thing we've taken so far is the Maelstrom Wanderer. So it will get 2 cards.
all right, here's
That
the
is
Dragon
the
Lord.
correct Atarka.
Okay, so there's other cards I would consider picking here. Farseek's
That's
fine.
the Guilt Leaf is probably, besides Atarka, that's the best card.
Dragon Lord Gartark is powerful. I'd play it. If we get a little more fixing, I'd pick Yosai. Lawan is very powerful. When it enters the battlefield, you bounce all other blue creatures your opponents control, and your opponents can't cast blue creatures. It can just block them out of winning the game. It's not a very fair or fun card.
We definitely don't want to see that card.
It only stops one more creatures.
Actually, we do want Maelstrom Wanderer back in our hand, so...
Yeah.
So Nath is probably the card I'd take if it gets back around.
Yeah, we're going to take the Dragonlord Tarka. I'll be happy to have Farseek, Yosai, Lawan, Nath, or Jungle Shrine. This is a great pack. Okay, so let's look here.
What does that... Is it Paragon do? I don't remember.
It double searches in instance. We're not interested in
we don't need that.
We are interested in Reike. Lets us draw extra cards. Maybe okay. Or Lightning Greaves. This is basically where I think I don't think the rest of the cards we can cast easily enough to play.
Seems fun. The history of Kamigawa guy seems the best, only because we already have a very similar to Lightning Greaves effect.
I agree with that. I would have picked Lightning Greaves.
Yeah, I would definitely take Lightning Greaves otherwise. So the artifact that turns into a 13/13 seems pretty powerful. I don't know what that other card does, and the text is too small for me to read.
Which card?
The one you've selected.
That's Noyandal. Whenever we cast an instant or sorcery, it awaken 3s.
But we don't have any instants or sorceries, do we?
We
have a few land fetches.
I don't know how many of these other cards we're playing. We could play. Ur's not very good.
I think you should take the. I think you should take the artifact.
Even if we don't end up playing. All right, we'll put it sideboard. We'll see where it goes.
So the Locust of Mana or Runic Thar is probably the best. Locust of Mana might let us stack mana forever.
We have to run a lot of colors, but yeah, I don't mind that. I do think it's better than Wayfarer's Bottle.
So the Runic Thar we can cascade into.
We can cascade into either. So which way do you want to go?
Yeah, but we're gonna have already played them.
The 3-drop or the 6-drop?
Let's go with the 3-drop. We don't have very many low drops.
Oh, we got a little stack there. All right, let's go ahead and take Dismantling Blow for the sideboard because I'm not excited about any of these other cards, and this card's the kind of card that'll be really good when we board it in.
So I like that the Snake ramps us.
Yeah, but it's probably not going to be getting through.
Getting through? What do you mean?
Yeah, we do have a decent amount of ramp. I'd rather take 2 mana ramp to cast our 4 mana spells than 4 mana ramp, you know?
To cast our 6 mana spells?
Yeah, all right, so
we definitely want Xenagos.
Let's go ahead and put this in our picks, our reserve. There's not really a lot else going here. One thing I did want to point out is that one of the reasons they made this cube was so that they could reprint the commander cards and print them the first time in this set. And a lot of the packs have cards like Muzio, which aren't actually usually available because they were conspiracy cards, and some of the other cards of that nature. Okay, so we can pick Tuk Tuk to board in against aggressive decks.
I mean, we might just play it depending on.
And let's go ahead and add that to our sideboard. Let's go ahead and take Gruul Turf.
I think Gruul Turf is definitely the pick.
Let's go ahead and put
I think you actually want to take the Brother. You don't want other people playing the Brother.
I do want other people playing the Brother.
Really?
We have a bunch of 4-drops.
I've seen enough cards to build an aggressive deck.
Yeah, there is an aggressive deck, but I mean the problem is like it's blanked by so many like Polukranos, Yeva. There's all these 4 and 5 drops with really good power and toughness, and they just blank the legends that are aggressive.
Which is another reason I wanted to take those so early.
So let's go ahead and look at. Got here Sylvan Bounty. We can go ahead and leave that. Okay, so we've got Factor Fiction, a Signet,
Man,
Sidisi, or Rafik.
Well, Sidisi's pretty good.
So
Vulcan Orrery is pretty good too.
I don't want to run too many flash effects like that because they can be dead when you need stronger cards, you know?
I mean, Factor Fiction is probably the best card in the pack.
Yeah, we have the mana to play it. I'll pick up more mana fixing more aggressively, but we already have a black-red source, and we have several black-red sources.
It just seems like you shouldn't pass that.
Let's kind of look at the deck for a second. What does it really look like?
I mean, so we have...
Let's take Death Knight over here.
10 creatures.
Okay, so not sure if we're running...
Probably go ahead and cut the Tainted pack.
Let's go ahead and cut the white for now. We don't really have the white in there.
I don't think we need it.
Hopefully we won't. And then you said Tainted pack. That just lets us look at the top card and decide if we want to keep it or right?
Until we find the card we want, though. Repeat the process until you pick a card, basically. Kozilek, the Butcher of Truth. that's pretty neat. Thran Dynamo's better.
Okay.
Explore might even be better than Thran Dynamo, depending on what you want to do. Devour Flesh is probably premium removal all the way, but we don't have much black, so let's go with the Dynamo.
Yeah, so we're gonna need the Dynamo. Hopefully,
Now, Shaper Savant can't be denied either. That
That's true.
steals one of their creatures, right? No, it puts it in their hand.
it
Nice.
bounces creature spell.
I was thinking it was the other one.
I'm hoping to avoid the double blue. I'd like to wield the Citadel, the Chapel, Devour Flesh, Fungal Reaches.
I would
Explore,
actually
Prismatic.
like to get Explore, I think.
Well, I'm happy with any of these. Prismatic Lens, Explore, Devour Flesh, any of these
There
three.
seems to be a counter-based deck floating around. We just didn't get the cards for it this time.
I don't like to go into gimmicky
Target
decks.
legendary creature gets +2/+2 until end turn. That's pretty good too. Sword of the Chosen. I would definitely take the Dynamo over it, but
Yeah, these things that power up your guys just don't seem as good when there's so many powerful cards already around. All right, so we've got Surrak, which I like. That's exciting. I don't think we have enough ramp for Genesis Wave.
I think Genesis Wave is. It's probably too slow.
I just want more 5-drops. This is going to be our second 5-drop. I would like to wheel Toxic Deluge, Molten Slag Heap, Sulphur Falls, Opulent Palace, Sphere of the Suns, Genesis Wave. But I want just another 5-drop. This fits our curve, and we need things to fill in our curve.
I agree with that.
Kodama's Reach
It's not the best card.
on 3 lets us play a 5-drop the next
So
turn.
Sphere of the Suns is also pretty good, but I'd take the creature over that.
Yeah, and now our curve's kind of filling out better. We've got
Yeah, we still only have 11 creatures, which seems a little low.
well, all the creatures are kind of finishers with the exception of like 1 or 2.
Hellvault seems okay. That creature that gives you mana seems really good.
I think I'd just rather have regular mana than a creature mana.
Unfortunately, that the Blade of the Legion is white, or that would be the first pick because it's indestructible.
How do you feel about Pure and Simple? Destroy target multicolored permanent seems like it could kill most of these things.
It seems like the absolute best card in the pack, by far.
Let's go ahead and take that.
So just reserve it, though, because we got 27 seconds.
Alright, so I would take Mystic Monastery, Explosive Vegetation, or Rootbound Crag pretty
So
excitingly.
I actually think Stubborn Denial here.
or we could
is
take
pretty
Vampiric
good.
Tutor.
I think we're not playing black right now, are we? We've got one black card.
We've got 2. We're probably running Glisten that, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean we'll probably run that off one swamp though. So.
Yeah.
Now I will say Vampiric Tutor is super powerful. I hope it wills.
Alright, so Nis is an easy pick here.
Yeah, that would be what I would take by far.
We could have taken like Verdict Catacombs and stuff to go with our mana, but it doesn't really get anything. We
Wait,
actually
wait.
think that fetches.
Oh, there are only 2 planeswalkers in the set, but they're
The
There's
Flipwalkers are in there as well, but they're creatures.
all the Flipwalkers are in there.
I know Jace, Kithion, and Nissa are. I'm not sure if the other ones made the cut.
Okay. I didn't know all the Flipwalkers made the cut. All right. And then there's also the 2 that care about artifacts, right?
Right.
Tezzeret
Tezzeret,
that turns them into creatures,
And,
turns artifacts
Durrani.
into creatures. And
Durati.
the best one for mono red decks.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take our pick here. Okay, so let's see.
Doran is amazing, but we're not playing white.
No, I'm leaning towards the Signet because it fixes in green and black, and we kind of like that. Or we could take the Nomad Post, which gives us all of the colors we need except for blue.
Well, also the Life's Web is amazing too.
If we cast
8/8 indestructible. Well, we're not cheating him into play.
1, 2,
so.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You know, I mean, we've got a lot of mana fixing.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, we only need one more card, so I'm leaning towards just picking up either a Signet or the Nomad Outpost.
And hoping the Life's Web wheels.
I'm not sure if we'll even run it. I'm going to go ahead and take more ramp and just try to push ramp real hard.
So I think you should take Jin Cataxis because it could win the game on its own.
I'm trying to avoid playing 10 drops. We do have some amount of ramp, but like this is an expensive card, man. We could take Urza's Rage. It is a 3 mana spell that can kill a small creature.
What if we just take the Staff of Domination? We might not play it, but it seems like it might be the most powerful card.
Sure, I'm down
Now,
for that.
of course, Urza's Rage is also good early and late game.
Being able to
So-
tap a creature multiple times and untap this seems good.
Yeah,
It's-
tap target creature for 4 seems pretty painful to everybody except us. Chromat's pretty good. I think I like the land better. What does Turn and Burn do? That's bounce a creature and do 2 damage, right?
No, makes a creature lose all abilities and becomes a 0/1.
Actually, that's super good. That's a great removal.
Sure, we can take another piece of removal for our sideboard and maybe run it main board.
I mean, we're probably not running any of these cards, right?
Right, so we should decide if we're running Rafik or Sidisi.
I like the Cycle card the best, actually.
The Sylvan Bounty.
Yeah, I mean, if unless you think Sidisi will actually make the cut, or Rafik will actually make the cut, which it's white, it won't.
So let's go ahead and reserve Sidisi.
Yeah, if you think it'll make the cut, we should take that. But as far as just random cards, I think Sylvan Bounty is better.
It's a good point. Let's try Sidisi because I think we could actually play it. Alright, Citadel.
Definitely the Citadel.
The Citadel gives
Though
us...
the charge counter one might be better for our deck.
Let's look at the red, blue, and white sources versus the red sources we need.
So we're not playing white, so
we have...
probably want to go with the frugal reaches.
Well, if we have the Citadel, we can open up. We have
Don't we have another land that
We've
produces
got-
white?
we've got 2 cards that can find white. We've got a card that actually uses white, and this will be our
And a
third white
Signet.
card.
We have a Signet as well.
Okay, so here we can go with the Genesis Wave or one of the lands. If we go with the Genesis Wave, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ways to ramp up pretty big, or we can make our mana even better.
I think I would actually take the other land.
The
What do
Slag
you
Heap.
think? Just because a building counter land seems like good for our deck.
Sure.
Um.
We're just taking another land. We're not playing these other cards.
Yep. That's a good point. Cannot take it fast enough. He's trying.
It just wasn't letting me click on it.
So Ashling seems like the best card. I don't know what Yawgmoth's Agenda does, but it has a lot of text.
We'll write this for the sideboard.
What is the other thing? Oh, okay.
All right, we'll go ahead and take the Miojin.
I mean, I think it's worth taking.
And the idea behind this is that we probably won't play Transcale Promenade, and the matches that we want to board this in, it'll be very powerful. Wow, that's a strong last pick. All right, let's
For
put the deck
somebody
together.
that's not us.
Well, we might be able to board into white. We have a lot of fixing. That's the thing I like about green is that it gives us a lot of sideboard options. Essentially, all of our cards are up for grabs.
Okay, so currently we have 31 cards. So if we're not going with any white whatsoever,
We can look at that. Let's go ahead and put the Mortify in. I think that's the only white card that I'm really excited about running.
yeah, aside from the one that's incidentally white,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
simple.
So let's look at what our mana is really wanting. So let's put all our ramp at the bottom so we can tell what our mana really looks like. And our mana base will decide which cards we play. We have a lot of powerful cards. I like that. I like that we have cards down here. Okay. Nissa doesn't fix mana, but it does give us ramp. I just want to look at the fixing real quick to see how much fixing we have, and that'll decide how much different colors we can play. Okay. And then we have 3 more pieces of actual ramp. We have Omnath, Nissa, and Thran Dynamo. So we can play expensive cards.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't see how we couldn't play expensive cards.
Did we pass on the
Which one is that?
the big mana card? Cost X green, green, green. I guess we
Oh,
did.
Genesis.
Yeah.
I don't remember us passing, so you might want to look again.
I don't see it anywhere. I think we passed it for a land,
Oh, okay.
which is good. That's a good play. All right, so we can decide cards I would consider cutting. Let's put. Well, we're definitely.
Let's cut the white first.
Sure. Let's put white down here. All right, so we're running pure
Yeah, because
Just-
it's good enough.
because it will kill something. Okay, so let's cut that. Let's cut Swiftfoot Boots, and then bring it in if we have the spaces. We've got this mana.
Oh wait, move all those lands somewhere so that we're not adding that to our count.
Sure, we can put all our lands in a pile right here.
Okay, so now we've actually got 25 cards. We need to add cards because we need to get to
We need to cut cards.
Sorry.
We need to be at 23.
23 is what I'm looking for, not 32 or whatever.
You know, 17 lands, even though we're ramping up this big because we have so much ramp. Okay, so we have one free. It's mostly just red colorless. We're not really running the white. All right, so I'm not sure how good Riki is. Let's see. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8,
7, 8,
9, 10, 11?
10, 11, 12.
12.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, and he counts himself, right?
No. He has to be in play whenever he casts a creature.
Oh, okay. He's not worded like modern cards are.
No. All right. So we've got a good bit of ramp here. Let's see. I like the Fact or Fiction. What is Sidisi doing for us here?
So he...
So making bodies.
Yeah, I mean, he mills us by 3, right?
Right, and it lets us, whenever a creature gets put in. I don't think we have enough creatures for Sidisi to be great, so let's go ahead and cut Sidisi.
We had 13 creatures before you cut him, so...
Yeah, that's not quite enough for it to consistently activate. And the fact that it just makes 2/2s means it's mostly a chump block machine more than an aggressive card.
If he stays in play long enough, he'll win, but yeah.
I don't think that he'll be staying in. So many of these creatures are so big. Not sure about Xenagos. So with only so few creatures, I'm not sure how good he is, you know?
Well, so the thing is, he is going to give everything we play after him haste, and I think that's more valuable than you're putting...
Okay, how many cards would be great with haste? Let's...
Well, every card would be
Surark.
greater with haste.
Oh, it can significant.
Also-
1, 2, 3, 4.
In your defense,
5,
though,
6.
that gives everything haste.
Yeah, we have 2 sources of haste, so let's mix around some cards.
I definitely think he's better than a lot of the other creatures, though.
All right. Well, he's not a creature. That's the thing to remember. Oh, here. Well, let's go ahead and put in our other removal spell. It's a 5-drop removal spell. Removal is good.
I mean, it can be a 3-drop removal spell, though.
It can. We can also use it block to kill something. Okay.
All right, so I guess we should start at the top of the curve and look what we don't want, right?
I think we have enough
So-
ramp that we don't have to cut off the top much.
Okay. So we're just trying to cut 2 cards, right?
Yeah, let's not start with Meosion, actually. It's just an 8/8 that lets us put in creatures, right?
Well, it is also indestructible when we cast it.
Yes.
So 8/8 indestructible is pretty good.
So
So the Ancient makes a bunch of 1/1s. What's the Sylvanos do? The top.
top. Oh, that's just a 8/5
Oh,
trample.
yeah, because he has Regenerate.
I think the regenerate is good. I think that was a good call by you there. We could cut Glissa the Trader.
I think she'll trade up a lot, though. I think she'll actually just not be blocked for several turns.
Yeah, and I like how she can get back Oblivion Stone, so we can use it again.
Oh, that's an incredible combo.
So
And then Oblivion Stone can put a counter on her and then blow up again.
I would say Yeva, but almost all of our creatures are green. In fact, all of our creatures are green.
How good.
Um,
I did not think that would be that good in our deck.
we have. I want to
So
keep all the ramp because
I want to keep all the ramp as well. So the weakest link seems to be Omnath.
Omnath, Reki,
So I think Reki's going to draw so many cards, though.
if he lives, and if he dies, he had a removal spell.
Yeah, which is perfect.
All right,
So
Omnath, we
so
could cut
Primal Bounty, it makes us 3/3s when we cast a creature. We're not going to be doing that more than a few times, right? When you cast a non-creature spell, it makes all our creatures bigger. And when you cast a land, you gain 3 life. I think that's great.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what we're supposed to be cutting. Now, we might want to cut Fact or Fiction because I don't know how many cards we're going to want to draw.
Well, we have ramp, so we always want to draw more cards.
Oh, okay. Well, so do we want to cut the Staff of Domination because we're trying to be more aggressive, even though we're ramping?
I'd rather cut Oblivion Stone than Staff of Domination because Staff of Domination works so much better with mana.
Okay.
So let's put the
So we only need 2 cuts, right? And we have about...
let's put all the cards we consider cutting down here, and then we'll put the ones back in that we think are most powerful.
All right, so as far as all the cards go, I think the most cuttable one is Destroy Target Multicolored Creature, right?
Permanent,
Multicolored Permanent.
which are just creatures and enchantments.
And we can bring that in later.
Okay.
Or we could cut the crappy removal spell that doesn't remove anything. It just reduces it to a 0/1 so it chump blocks, or after it's blocked.
You pay 5 and it reduces it to a 0/1 and then you shoot it for 2.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-mana kill target creature.
So that's probably better than the other one.
It also kills indestructible creatures.
Yeah, because the other one you can't entwine. Or not, it's
Yeah.
not called entwine, but it's basically entwine.
Okay. So Omnath or Oblivion Stone?
So I would rather cut Omnath, I think.
Okay.
Because we have some synergy with Oblivion Stone.
Okay.
All right, so
now
we're done.
Well, we've got to figure the mana
Except
out.
for lands. So We're on to dragon all those special lands, right? We definitely want all those. Maybe I'm
yes.
wrong, but
We do. We
pretty
want
sure we
the
want all those.
Okay, so let's look at our mana. It's a little tricky. We're base green.
So you might want to spread all those lands out on the bottom by what they do.
Let's just get all the green lands together. That'll tell me what we need, and then we'll run the rest that aren't green. Because green is the only color we need. And then we want a couple of basics each. And then we'll just run whatever amount of basics we need. Because we need...
we only need 10 cards? Alright, go ahead and pull up the lands.
Okay, so we need 10 lands, and I think we want to run basics. So we need an island, a mountain, and a swamp. I think we run one of each, and then the rest we run forests. Because we're so heavy forests.
I think you want a little bit more than that. You probably want 2 mountains, like it's saying. 6,
Well, we've got
7,
the
8,
volcanic,
9.
the slag heap, the gruel turf, the
But our
root crab.
land fetches only get basics, right?
We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources of red.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But how many black cards and blue cards do we have? 1, 2 blue cards?
We've got 3 blue cards,
And we've got...
And
I mean,
2
that
of them we count.
seems okay.
and we've got
Alright,
the
we
only.
only got a minute, so go ahead and add them.
Let's count black actually. 1, 2.
I mean, we've
Yeah,
only
that's
got
fine.
2 black cards. So, okay, that makes
We
a
just
lot of
really
sense.
need to see the green early. Let's double check this man up here, make sure we're not missing anything.
I mean, I would like to get the sword in there, but I don't think it's as good as what we're playing.
no. And it
the
has to go
command is nice, but I don't think it's good as what we're playing. So,
I think we have the option to pull any of these cards in out of sideboard as well.
and I think pure and simple will be something we pull in, because I don't really want to cut it. It's just it's the weakest, or the most narrow of our removal. So
I definitely agree. All right, let's submit this. So I'm happy with the deck. The points that Brad put out were pretty good. I might have put pure and simple a little higher, just because I haven't seen any monocolored decks.
that's true. They're very powerful monocolored creatures, though. I mean, we have a lot of them.
That's true.
So we don't have a way to destroy any indestructible things, do we?
No. Okay, the other thing I want to point out is that I think that we might play because we're a ramp deck, but I think most decks will want to draw in this format because you're usually a control deck.
So if we face something that's indestructible, we're just gonna chunk block it forever. All right, so we'll want to play the.
Well, we
Slag
can
Heap
kill it
first.
with this.
Oh, okay. So that's the only thing we have. So
Now we're gonna play the slag heap first.
no, throw the temple first, and then the Slag Heap, and then we can put a counter on the Slag Heap.
Well, interesting thing about temples is we don't know what we need yet.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, we know we don't need lands actually.
Okay,
So
so you want to start with temple? I'm fine with that.
especially since we just drew a land. Yeah, put on top.
All right, let's pass. All right, turn 2, we're gonna play the slag heap. Add a
Put
counter to it
Yeah.
at the end of turn. Oh wait, no, we don't have to. We can't do it at the end of turn. I was hoping to keep up burn open, but there's not too many targets for it in the cube.
No. We can't do anything in turn?
We can't keep up the burn and play molten slag.
Oh, I
but we're
agree.
just gonna play the molten slag heap. It's just better to have the ability to add a storage counter. That's a great card for our opponent.
Alright, so just, yeah.
Let's add a storage counter. Let's play green. Let's have 6. So our opponent has great mana, which is
Perfect mana.
We also basically have great mana too.
Alright, so now we... so if you play...
We just play the Glissa, right?
You can't play the Glissa. Oh, yeah, you do have double green and black if you remove the counter. I think you'd be better off playing the Nissa.
I agree.
What does it do? Search your library for something or another?
Yeah.
Is that a land?
It's a basic forest.
Oh. Well, we have those.
Yeah.
And then when you have 7 lands, she'll flip, right?
Yep, so it's a card they need to kill, which I like. Takes pressure
And
off our
we
stuff.
have the 7th land in our hand, so that's impressive. If we can, we want to play a green source next turn so that we can just play the Glissa. Does that draw our extra cards?
Yeah.
Okay. Not concerned.
Okay.
So
we can play both.
Play the Signet off that, and the yeah, there you go, and then play the Glissa.
And then we're gonna beat down for 2.
So be sure you tap the be sure you tap the black to activate the
Yep.
Signet. Okay. It'll let you fix all that, right?
I think for mana tapping it does. The only time it doesn't is when you sacrifice creatures,
Oh,
like with Eldrazi Scions or Eldrazi Spawn.
Oh, okay.
And then we're trying to get a blue source so that we can turn and burn. Burn's not very good by itself.
No, burn is not very good.
Alone. And I think that's another reason for running pure simple is that we only have to get red because we'll always have green.
Yeah.
But they have different advantages. All right, so let's go ahead and tap this. Pay 1. We want to...
Doesn't matter what color you pick.
No, it doesn't.
And then
Tap 1.
boop.
All right.
Now attack. Don't forget
Definitely.
that.
Yeah, we're beating down. We're punishing their draw of not really playing anything until turn 5 or turn 4. Trying to get some damage in.
Is it next turn we could play it without kicker? We probably shouldn't. But
Yeah, we should probably just build up on this a couple times. We really need to hit some sort of gas. We've been drawing a couple lands here. I like how the Gliss is definitely going to be able to get through, though.
Oh wow.
Okay, so they're all in on Hondens.
Do they make us discard with one of them?
We'll discard 2 cards, and they'll draw 2 cards.
So do we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We have 5.
1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6. We really need a blue source at this point. We could
Alright,
play
so
the...
we're gonna discard 2 cards.
We're going to discard turn and a land. We really want to be able to hit...
Probably gonna discard. So the only thing about discarding a land is we'll definitely flip Nissa if we don't discard a land.
That's true.
So that's a tough decision. So our next turn we're gonna play the Wanderer, right?
Yeah,
Oh, we
let's go
don't
ahead and
have
play
blue.
land. Let's go ahead and play a red source. Or we're going to play land. All right, do we want to play the Vertaloth because we can play it now and have it beat down more?
Because then we need to discard a land, though.
So you'd rather just discard these?
Well, I have a question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll play 8.
I'd rather just play the Vertaloth, kick once.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I don't think you can kick it though, can you?
Oh, what, did I count wrong? I did, whatever. What? Cancel. Undo. 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 Okay. Yeah, we just cast it as a 4/7. We're likely to draw. If we draw a card we can cast, because we can cast anything.
Yeah. Go ahead and cast it. The only problem is if you didn't cast it and put a charge counter, you'd get to play the Wanderer.
I always forget that you have to tap to add 1. Add 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right, here we'll discard a forest and the turn. If we draw an island, we'll Maelstrom Wanderer, Maelstrom Wanderer, and if we don't, then we're there.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. We don't have blue.
Our opponent does need to actually play things. Oh, I discarded the wrong land. Hopefully we do not get punished for that. We can very
We
easily.
do get 1 red. 1 time.
Yeah, that's a bad misplay. That's
That
not
was
them.
that was pretty terrible, especially considering you talked about it for 5 minutes.
I know, right? All right, our opponent does need to play something. They are just getting beaten to death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that is surprisingly good.
Destroy target artifact and 2 damage. Wow.
I would not normally run Kolagon's command. I guess it can get bad stuff, so that's fine. But those 2 modes, I think, the artifact destruction is pretty good. All right, so our opponent's running the control gambit. We really need to hit a blue source. Blue source will put it back in the game, though.
No, it won't.
Yeah, we'll cast Maelstrom. Oh no,
No, we won't. Yep, better than discarding it.
All right.
And then attack him. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah, there's nothing else we want to do.
Well, we want to put a counter on that thing.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go ahead and do that now
What?
because we don't have any cards in hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So Maelstrom Wanderer would have won us the game if we were able to cast it.
No doubt. No doubt.
But I think our opponent's clawing their way back into the game.
I don't know what that does.
Yeah, pay 5, exile a card.
Oh, well, that's happening. We have enough for that, right? Just barely?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Okay, be sure you get red off that thing.
Remove X counters. Pay 1. 2.
You want to...
Okay.
Five damage divided as you choose among creatures?
Creatures and planeswalkers.
Okay.
We might just lose the legacy weapon. So definitely pulling an enchantment removal. Our opponent has signets, lantern.
What a crazy. Oh wait, that's annoying that the Dragon Lord's about to be handled.
It takes their whole turn, I think, and it gives us another chance to draw, and they take 3 more. If we can play a must-answer threat for just a few turns, we'll get this. It's unlikely.
That's rough.
Oh, our opponent has another play. Like I said, people are usually running multicolor control or ramp.
I don't know what they cast.
They had enough mana to activate it twice.
Oh. Well,
We can't play that.
how annoying.
Okay, well, we'll draw a card at the end of... after their effect goes on the stack. And see if that
Yeah,
can...
because they're just going to exile everything, right?
Yeah. Now, if they were smart, they would activate Legacy Weapon on the staff in response.
Oh, so activate it and then activate it again? So we
Because we'd have to
our
discard.
hand.
Yeah. We do not, so we discard.
I mean, why would they bother exiling it after we've already activated it? We'll still get the effect.
No. They could have put the exile trigger on the Staff of Domination before the Honden discard, so we activate it to discard a card.
Ah.
Yeah, they're going for a mana.
That's pretty wise.
Yeah, we're probably
I mean,
dead.
we're just out. Okay.
Let's see what our opponent's working with here. They've got to have a way to win, and if we can kill their win conditions, Legacy Weapon's a pretty legit win condition.
I
Though.
mean, they just win, right? 2
Yeah.
lands a turn?
Yeah, we'd have to play 3. Oh, it's the card that was normally really bad, but it's really good here because you can tap legendary things to make it make mana. They can tap their Hondens too.
What?
So you tap a legendary permanent, or tap an untapped legendary permanent, you can untap it. So you can tap Hondens and Legacy Weapon and stuff to make mana. It's kind
Ah.
of cool little effect.
Weird.
Oh, they're running the Planeswalker.
They got a pretty cool pool.
All right, let's go ahead and concede.
Yeah,
So we
I've
have time
seen
for the next
enough.
games. And let's begin sideboarding.
Aside from the Mortify,
Well, Dismantling Blow, bring in white.
alright.
Mortify, which gets rid of enchantments. Dramoka's Command, which gets rid of enchantments.
Does get rid of enchantments.
Didn't see any multicolored stuff, so I'm out on pure and simple.
I mean, Swiftfoot Boots would slow them down, but I don't know if that's what I want. They didn't seem to have any creatures, so I would take out Turn Burn.
Okay.
They didn't really seem to have any multicolored permanents, so no
We
need to
keep-
worry about that.
Oblivion Stone. Considering taking out... Well, I like how Zinni goes. Maybe Primeval Bounty's just not doing what we want to here.
Hard to tell because we didn't draw it.
Or Staff of Domination.
Actually, making more targets is probably good. Staff of Domination, probably not that great.
Okay, and then I liked Putrefy.
Yeah, they do have artifacts we want to kill. How many cards we need to cut? 1? Maybe our blue cards are so important. I mean, do we need to change our mana base? I mean, we need to put white in, obviously, but
Yeah, we're just basically adding a plains.
maybe we need to add a plains and a island.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sources of blue. We just didn't
Okay.
draw one.
All right.
We need to make one more cut. Let's see, what do we want to cut here? The Mortify and the Putrefy are just artifacts destroying things, so we could consider,
Well, the Mortify's enchantment.
yeah, enchantment and artifacts.
They only had a few artifacts I'd like to destroy, but I think it's still worth keeping.
I think we'll cut the Mortify because it's a double splash. I think that's where
That's
I'm at.
true, but it kills an enchantment, and that's what we lost to.
Basic land, 1 plains to deck.
Oh, it added you a forest too, for some reason.
Oh, let's move that to sideboard. I think this is where we're at. We're at the 5 colors now, but we have Boros, Signet, and a lot of other stuff. And I think Dromoka's Command's better than Mortify for destroying an enchantment as well. And they might just have the 2. All right.
I would like to play first, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh,
I think we do.
okay.
It's not a good hand, but we've got to cultivate and no green. But most of our deck is green, so
Let's try it. It's a little risky, but I like how.
I don't think we're gonna get better.
We might have been able to get better. That keep might not have been the best thing. We don't need early pressure. We just need early ramp. So I like keeping it with the cultivate. Interesting that they're running Evolving Wilds.
I probably needed to.
Yeah, they just didn't have better land fixing. There's Putrefy. So we're really, really hoping to get a forest next turn. A forest next turn will put us on Cultivate, which will let us get all of our colors to move into an early Xenagos and then a Putrefy if need be.
What's that one do?
Lets them make 2 colors of any mana.
Oh, okay. Oh man, it's gonna be a rough game.
Yeah, last time we drew, no blue. Now we've got all the blues. Bonnet can be playing around counter spells, so we'll leave this up. We'll have 2. Opponent's just happy playing lands. That's something. And I will keep Nissa. Because then we can play Cultivate, get another green and a white source, and then the Nissa is a land drop and a threat. But we are behind. Alright, our opponent is getting their mana right where they need it. The good news is we have Putrefy when they play Legacy Weapon. Alright, so Cultivate.
Yeah, definitely cultivate. You're gonna want to get the white and the green, and you choose the one that goes into the play tapped, right?
Yeah, let's
Doesn't matter.
go with the green.
And then play the other land.
Okay, and that'll do it for us. So 6. Alright, so hopefully.
next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So if we draw a mana, we can play.
I think next turn.
If we draw a mana, we can play Dragon Lord. If we don't draw a mana, we can just pay 2, 3 drops, right?
Well, Nissa gets a forest. So yeah, I think we're going to play.
Oh man, that is not good.
See, we draw.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough to do both.
So you can keep the Putrefy up, right?
We can play Nissa, flip Nissa, and then try to.
But we can't flip Nissa this turn, right?
Yeah,
oh,
we
we can flip Nissa. Okay, yeah, that's the best play.
So let's start with
But
that.
keep the black and the green up, though.
So play blue,
Yeah, that's correct.
which is only bad if we get. Yes, we will.
Forest.
Let's play the forest. All right. Now, do we want to +1 or do we want to minus?
What does she do?
We reveal top card. We draw it. If it's land, put into play.
Put a 4/4 into play, and she goes down to what?
She goes
1?
down to 1, but our opponent can't do damage.
Yeah, put her down to 1. Put a 4/4 into play.
Now, if we had 5 mana, we could play Xenagos. So I actually like that play better. And if we don't hit it, then we have Putrefy up. Or we can play Glissa. So I think we +1.
That's fine.
We didn't. So do we rather play Xenagos, keep up Putrefy, play Glissa, and we can Oblivion Stone next turn if we want
play
to?
Xenagos. You got me saying it wrong. Don't play Oblivion Stone.
No, we can play and activate it next turn. We can keep up Putrefy this turn.
Yeah, so just keep up Putrefy, right? Pass?
Sure.
All
Okay.
right. There's nothing else we can play besides Oblivion Stone. That's a bad idea.
We could play Glissa.
We didn't have double black.
We have green, green, black right here.
Oh, man. That would have been the best play. I was thinking she was black, black, green.
Okay, well, we
for
can
some
play
reason.
her.
Oh, you haven't passed? Nice.
Nope.
Good job. Definitely want to do that.
Well, the other thing is, I don't mind playing Glissa here because it makes the Oblivion Stone look a little less suspect, and I don't mind getting rid of our Glissa. So they're filtering.
Do you draw a card or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they draw a card.
So now they've got all 5 colors of mana, right?
Right, we are hoping that they play Oblivion or play Legacy Weapon. We have 2 answers for Legacy Weapon.
What is that? Oh, that's not important. Just kill it. Offer them the trade first, though.
I think we're going to attack and then play and activate Oblivion Stone to get rid of Mirai's Wake.
Oblivion Stone does not say creatures, so I agree with that. Do we have enough mana to play and activate?
Yeah, it's 7. It's 8. Okay,
So we do not have enough mana to play and
Let's
activate, correct?
let's use this first.
Well, why do you keep plussing her? She's way better if you minus her. You have a Putrefy.
Yeah, we have a Putrefy and a Dramoka's Command.
Well, you also have a Xenagos and a First Strike Death Touch creature.
Yeah, they won't block the first strike Death Touch creature.
No, they won't. However, we are going to get hit for 6. What does that? What does that trigger?
We could just play Dragon Lord Tarka
And not kill it?
to have an 8/8. Right,
It
1, 2,
does
3,
fly.
4, 5, 6, 7. So does Dragon Lord Tarka. We can
No, I
Putrefy.
mean, yeah, that's perfect. Dragon Lord Tarka. Oh wait. We don't have 8 mana, right?
Yeah, we can Dramoka's Command and have these kill each other and kill his
Ours says first. Oh, that doesn't matter when you're fighting.
and his Mirari's Wake, and play Golgari's Signet and play Xenagos. I like that.
Attack first.
Okay. I like that better. You could call.
I hope they take the trade and completely blow your plan out of the water.
Yeah, no way. All right, so let's start with we need to keep white open. So let's tap.
Black blue, right?
So we're playing Jamoka's Command. We're
The
playing.
Signet, and you should have played Xenagos before you attacked.
Yeah, I should have.
My bad.
All right, let's start with the Signet, which we need. No, let's tap blue 4, right?
Yeah, blue is fine.
Let's play the Dramoka's Command next. Target player sacrifice enchantment. And they get to choose, so they'll keep the Mirai's Wake.
Oh, they do in fact have 2 enchantments.
It's okay. Choose target player. Choose a creature you control. Choose a creature you don't control. Tap white, tap green. Which is fine. We're just setting them up to play more stuff into the Oblivion Stone.
You actually miscounted, right? You only
1,
have
2, 3,
4 mana.
4 mana. Alright, we'll just keep Putrefy up.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
We gotta play a little quicker. But not too much quicker. Tezzeret, untap
Seriously?
2 artifacts. Search for an artifact. They can't really do too terribly much with it. The searching is powerful.
Are they responding to their own? No, they're not responding.
We'll let them do all they will. We can putrefy something if we need to, but we're probably just Oblivion Stone next turn.
Oddly enough, if we don't draw a land, Nissa. No, wait, we have 8 mana, don't we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So just play Maelstrom, Wanderer, then put a 4/4 into play and hit them for 7 + 4 + whatever we ripple into.
11?
Cascade into.
Yeah, that's true. We can go for that one too.
That may kill them, unless they just. I don't know what they.
We
just
have
killed.
cultivates and stuff. Did they kill something?
I
They
don't.
played Sphere of the Suns.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
They're
They're
gonna
just
play.
goofing off. So, what are we waiting on?
We're not killing anything.
Okay.
Draw a step.
So don't
So do you
do
want?
Temple because you don't want something crappy to flip off the Wanderer. Now, if it's a land, leave it on top because it's going to get rippled. No, put that on bottom. That's crap.
Now you want to go with the
Wanderer.
Wanderer and hope to kill him.
No. Wanderer plus a 4/4 plus whatever the Wanderer flips may kill them.
Okay.
If it doesn't, it'll get them darn close.
Wait, no, we have to undo that. I'm so bad with the signets. They're so awkward. Tap this. Pay 1. Red. Blue. Green. Blue. Green. Green.
Alright, so we get the Cascades first.
Oh, they just gave up.
Of course they gave up. That was probably death.
I wouldn't have given up unless they didn't have anything to answer that stuff. Okay. So we saw
That seemed to be
Planeswalker.
fine, except that I kind of think we want the Mortify. The only problem is it is 2 colors we don't have much of.
Yeah.
So we didn't really play any creatures, so the best card in our deck is definitely that Planeswalker,
We've got Dismantling Blow and Dramoka
and we want to keep them both,
and Putrefy and Oblivion Stone to get all this stuff, and they still haven't seen Oblivion Stone.
which is epic, actually, except that they watch our stream. Not really.
They shadow on us. It's the one viewer.
I think your girlfriend is the one viewer.
Or is it your girlfriend, this one viewer? I like this.
That's a pretty good hand.
There's no ramp.
It's not a great hand.
We could mulligan it.
I think 3 lands is pretty good.
Okay.
Did they actually go first?
Yeah.
I think everybody wants to go first in this one, right?
If we were playing the mirror, I'd want to go second. Hey,
Oh, wow.
hand got better.
That was pretty epic.
Yeva is actually not particularly great here. It's just a body. Ooh, that's a good hand for them, though.
That is really good. They took a ton of ramp.
I think that's right. I think you just take a ton of ramp. That's what everyone's playing, is like multicolor fixing. The creatures are just, the low-end creatures are not very good. Like, we're going to play Reki into Plurikanos, and that's kind of exciting, but most people won't have that option. Oh, wow. They're even playing kind of low-quality ramp. I think Hedron's Archive is fine. It's just, like, not the best card. That's exciting.
Man, I wish we had more ramp in our hand.
Well, we have 2 cards that are going to draw us a card, assuming that this doesn't die.
Let it die. Who cares? Whoa, that's a lot of ramp.
They played Ramp Spell into
Our death.
Play
Possibly.
Oh, Mimnarch.
Well, now there's our death.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They don't have enough blue to steal all our stuff. We just need...
Well, they do have blue to steal, what, 1 thing every other turn?
Yeah.
And that would start by stealing our blue, obviously.
Let's go ahead and play a 5/5.
Wait, it's an artifact, right? Target artifact to enchantment. We could just... Oh, we can't kill it. We haven't drawn the land.
Not yet, but we just need white. We have lots of ways to get white.
That ain't it.
No, but that'll let us play Maelstrom Wanderer.
Now that's pretty good.
And if it doesn't let us play Maelstrom Wanderer, it'll let us play Surrak. And it'll let us play Dragon Lord Tarka.
Dead.
It's fine.
Yeah, we don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they didn't keep up enough mana to turn something into an artifact, right? Because it's 7.
No,
No,
it's 3.
4. It's 4 to turn something into an artifact.
Alright, so do we have enough to kill this? We do not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, we need what? 11 mana to
Yeah.
kill it.
Alright, so we can either play... We can attack and He won't block, and then we can play the Thran Dynamo.
Well, so
and he
if
can
you play
still-
the Thran Dynamo, he just takes it immediately.
Right. So we can also leave back Flash and Surok, and hope that that's good enough.
Maybe he'll block.
He won't block. It's a 5/5.
I mean, maybe he'll attack.
Yeah.
Alright. That's basically our only option is hope he attacks.
Or he steals our 5/5 and we play 6/6.
What
Or
do you
he turned that to a land. He's stealing our lands.
Of course he's stealing our lands. That's what I said he was going to do.
I thought he was gonna steal our 5/5.
Well, I hope he attacks. Don't cast it unless you need it. Do you need it?
He's stealing our only red source.
Yes, you do need it. Damn it. He won't attack now.
We're gonna beat him down for 11.
Yeah, I realize. But he turns one of our creatures into an artifact, and then we're not attacking anymore.
We're gonna play the Thran Dynamo.
And then he'll steal that too.
We're planes away from stealing with Dismantling Blow.
Alright. So let's just get a planes right now and win this game.
And they've got to do this quickly. We are attacking for 11. Can't play that. We can play Yeva, which I don't think we do. I think we played Thran Dynamo after combat. We can also Monsters this for 2.
Does it
Which-
change the clock?
Nah,
No. He might block.
he won't block.
So definitely cast the Herald, but not now.
Yeah.
Had we drawn a red source, we could have nearly killed him. So he's stealing a creature right now, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could just steal the Surok. If he steals the Surok, we're out of luck.
Well, it's tapped though.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I think we win because of the Flash.
Yeah, just don't.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. Well, so even if he blocks, well, he has the most damage. So if he's, we have to draw a red source. If he's smart, he's still something right now.
He can only steal 1 card.
It's enough. Stealing one thing is enough, right?
I think so.
Unless we get the Xenagos, because isn't it gain trample?
Yeah. So he's changing the Surok.
And then he's taking the Surround.
We can also draw a white source to win. Yeah, so we just play Thran Dynamo and pass, right?
He just takes it.
It's fine. Buys us another turn.
Good move.
Yeah. Alright. Remember, he is dead to us drawing a removal spell. Actually, he's not, because we don't have any spells we can cast. He's dead to drawing a planes. Just
Or
planes.
anything that puts a planes into play, right?
Yeah.
No, because he takes another creature this turn.
He might take a land. He might take Thran Dynamo.
It's smarter to take creatures.
It is.
That's unfortunate.
He retargeted Polukranos to make it a double artifact creature. Yep. Not being able to answer Mimnarch is just going to kill us by itself.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
There's nothing you can do.
What? That's 5, right?
It's nothing.
That's game over.
Disappointing, but you know, Mimnarch will do that. If you can accelerate it out and get the cards to back it up. We didn't have any answers. I mean, we have answers in the deck. We just didn't
draw
have the
them.
mana. We drew one answer. We just didn't draw the fixing. We didn't draw either the cultivates or any of the 6 sources of white. Now our opponent has all of the damages.
All right, we can just continue.
See what they're going with here. I think we're dead, right? That's 10. It's 15. They've got lethal.
They're just showboating now.
They're the fancy people. And we're dead. All right, so we're down our first game.
Nice.
But the games have been going pretty
That was
quick.
That was a fun match, though.
It was.
I'll admit.
This last match is finishing up now.
2 matches finishing.
Yeah, 2 matches. Sorry, I'm wrong. But 2 went. Oh, so 2 matches finished. 2 matches finishing up. It's close. It's just really heartbreaking that we didn't get a single Masters because we had the Boros Signet, the 2 cultivates,
The 2 white sources.
the
1 white source.
the Citadel, and the Plains.
Okay, 2 white sources.
So we had 5 different cards that would have provided white. We just didn't hit any.
A black source and a putrefy would have also done it.
Yeah, or drawing other sources there. So we had a lot of outs in that game. One of the downsides of playing green is, sometimes you don't get the ramp cards like the returns where we were just not doing anything. And
Yep.
it didn't turn out well.
So would you have mulliganed that hand? In
I was happy.
retrospect?
No. We had a lot of turns to draw the card we needed. We had a lot of outs. We were favored to draw a white source. We didn't. It's kind of how it works out sometimes. But if we drew a white source at any turn except for the last turn, we would have won the game.
Yep.
And, sometimes you're right there. I mean, we had plenty of white sources. All of the white sources except for 1 would have come into play untapped and let us do the card we wanted. We had some other outs at different points, too. I think that the hand turned out well. We didn't draw anything to make it super exciting. It was a better hand than we had hoped. And we didn't see Mimnarch before. And I think that was one of the only cards that would have put that kind of pressure on. Like, if he didn't have Mimnarch, we probably just would have beat him to death.
Mm-hmm.
If his normal hand had been the Hondens into stuff, he wouldn't have had enough time. If he had the legacy weapon, we still would have beaten him to death. So any hand except for that one would have beaten him to death.
Yep.
Let's go look at what we're looking at. Whoa. Talk about this a little bit more with the payout. So right now, we're not at 3 wins. So we're definitely not going to get 3 Legendary prize packs and a QP. But if we win the next 2, we still get 100 play points and a Q pack. So that's pretty good right there. And if we only manage to win one of the next 2 matches, we are down to 25 play points. We had, heartbreakingly, 96 play points from before, which, just right on that cusp. Let me give this a check real quick. So we'll see where that goes with the different cards. Oh, right now. Let's take another look at the spoiler for this and also for the actual payout for this. Legendary Cube prize packs. And I think they have a list of both what's in it and what's in them. So I just want to kind of point out the cards that are being released, as you can tell here, are the various kinds of commander cards. And these are being released because they haven't been released before. Let's go ahead and do this by mythic rare or by rarity. And a lot of these cards aren't available. So they hold moderately high premium on Magic Online just because they're a lack of availability. A couple of them are strong cards, like Dak Faden and Dorardi are cards that see play in Legacy and Vintage. But most of these cards don't see play in these, so I don't think that these packs will be worth a ton. They were started out at 2.5 ticks, and right now they're at 1.5 ticks. So they're on the downswing as people are playing this. The format's pretty fun. It's kind of this big, kind of cool format. It's filling in for the normal Legendary Cube in that it's the, Legendary Cube with Legendary packs. So the prize payout's a little different in an interesting way. See, cards that actually see play, I think, are Dak Faden, Dorardi. Let's keep going. None of these do. True Nemesis is a big one. So, it's one of the better cards you can get out of it. Actually, let's see if NTG Goldfish has the payout for the price list of special sets, Legendary Cube, and they do.
It wasn't there before. I'm glad it's back.
Oh, it's 29 mythics, 47 rares, 57 uncommons, and 17 commons. So let's do it by price. Oh, wow. These are actually quite low. So the good news is about half of the cards that are rare and mythic are above a tick. So I think that's why it's holding at $1.50. I think we're better off just selling the packs than we are opening them.
I think we should wait a little while, though, right?
Yeah, we're probably going to hold. They're on the downtrend as the packs themselves. But True Name Nemesis, Toxic Deluge, Containment Priest. You're seeing a lot of legacy cards. Interestingly, Teferi is a $7 card.
What about Shardless Agent?
Shardless Agent is played in Legacy. Right? I'm just surprised that Teferi and Karlov are on this list because these aren't actually played in competitive formats.
Oh, that's a good point, but they're not available online, right?
Not yet. So I think that's driving up there. Just surprised there's so much demand for them. People are trying Karlov for Legacy play, but I don't think he's going to make it. He does have the right cost. He costs 2, but gaining life and getting bigger is just not really a thing you can afford to do in Legacy, especially at that slow of a rate. Dak Faden sees quite a bit of play in Vintage and some in Legacy. I don't think Mystic Confluence is there. People are kind of banking on it as maybe like a one of in Legacy and maybe one of in Vintage, but I'm not sure. Don't think Animar's there. Don't think really any of these guys. Interestingly, I've seen Titania been played in some Legacy decks as a one of. It pops up every once and again because
Really?
it turns your fetch lands into 5/3s. I've seen it as a one of. It's sometimes played a one of in Nick Fit, which is a black-green long game deck. I've heard of people putting it in lands out of the sideboard and that kind of stuff.
Now, when was that printed? Because I don't think I've ever seen that card.
It's in one of the casual sort of things, Old Commander or something like that.
Oh.
Let's see.
So it must be in the second or third commanders.
Yeah. Kalia, Obnixilis are just cards that people play in Commander. And I will say, Commander is a lot of fun to play EDH Commander
In person. Yeah.
because of
Great.
the synergy, or just because it's a fun around the table, late night thing. But online, it's way easier to play because of the all the triggers going on correctly and all that kind of stuff. It's much smoother. The turns are faster.
But you don't get to talk to your friends and stuff.
I
unless
mean, you
you're
would play over
using
Skype.
or
You
something.
play over Skype. I think a lot of people do play that, and it makes multiplayer a lot better. You also, I can't remember the F command, but there's an F command that's basically like pass the turn until I can actually activate something, so you can, pass the turn and chat with people. You don't have to focus that much on what's going on because you don't have eligible plays. Scroll Rack. That's kind of cool. That sees a little bit of legacy play every now and then. Durardi is one of the cards that sees a little bit of play every now and then. Wrath does not usually. Okay, so most of these cards are just non-released
Oh, look.
cards.
Homeward Path. Meh.
I mean, I like Homeward Path. It's really good in EDH. It doesn't really see play right now in Vintage and Legacy.
You know what's super annoying? How cheap Flusterstorm is on the internet. And how
Oh.
expensive it is in paper.
So, for those that don't know, we can go ahead and look at Flusterstorm. And here it is in this version. Can we see another version of Flusterstorm? Flusterstorm. See, I own, I think, 2 or 3 Flusterstorms. Oh, I can't. Flusterstorm. Commander. And it's about $60. Yeah.
Yep.
So
I got rid of mine and then had to buy them back.
Well, I have a couple of them, and I may or may not get rid of them or keep them. Not sure. This is a little speculating thing. I'm just not sure if I want to get rid of them. They're not really printable in normal sets because Storm's not something they'll bring back, but they might print in specialty product. It probably won't help much because people still need them, and they've printed them multiple times, I think.
Mm-hmm.
In paper, right?
No, they're just printed once in paper unless it's a Judge promo.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Most of these cards are just cards that see play in casual formats. We're still waiting for our next match to start.
Negative 13 cents is an interesting price.
We
right
got
there.
a minute coming up. Or we got a minute coming up. Where's negative 13?
Some of them are negative.
That's
oh,
the
they're
price
down
change.
13 cents.
There's a
Okay.
price change.
Negative 30. You have to pay me to take this card off your hands.
No.
Yep.
So I like how Deceiver Exarch is $1.70 just because there's not that many
Yep.
around. But a lot of these cards are not necessarily seeing play. People just want their first copy, which means that they're going to drop in price continually until they bottom out, and then eventually they'll go back up because they probably won't make these packs come out for a while. Eternal Witness, it's only a tick. That's kind of lower than I thought, but I guess it doesn't see that much play in in Legacy and in Modern. It sees a little bit in both. I'm not really seeing that many cards that see a lot of play. Rancor does see some play. Yeah, it really cuts off there. A couple cards at $1. So what are these commons? Are the commons the cards that
I
just...
didn't know there were commons.
There's
in these
like-
things.
I think they should... Yeah, there's 17 commons. They just really want to get all of them out there. I think the commons were cards that they felt like were overpriced. And that they were
Maybe.
just pushing out
I
there.
mean, look at how cheap they are, though.
This is weird.
I don't know. Maybe they're just flavor commons. I mean, Command Tower's flavor common. All right, match has started.
Yeah, we'd like to play first. And I can keep this hand. We can start with a Temple into a Signet. And then
And
into a
then
Glissa.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright.
So basically, any land, push.
Yeah, put on the bottom library. I would have kept a colored source.
Oh, like a red.
Not a red. I guess I would have kept an island. I should be specific because we have a black and a red already. And I didn't see a lot of land destruction.
It's a good point.
Oh, look, our partner's playing the
Besides,
same
Nimrod
cards.
taking them.
Yeah, and legacy
so
weapon.
forest or swamp, doesn't matter. You're gonna see.
Yeah. Okay, and then opponent's turn. So hopefully we will get something to go with the Primeval Bounty. I do like the Primeval Bounty kind of serves the function of Planeswalkers. They don't have Planeswalkers in because of how powerful Planeswalkers would have been in this cube. They wanted you to play more creatures, but Primeval Bounty kind of gets around that.
All right. We want the forest, right? It doesn't matter, actually.
It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and...
All right. So I think we actually want to play the Nissa over the. No, we want to play Glissa.
Here we go.
Doesn't matter what you tap for that.
Alright. Yeah, and we'll just play Nissa next turn.
Well, this is more damage, so that
Yep.
makes sense.
1, 2, 3, 4. This will be our 5th mana source. This will be our 6th mana source, so we'll be able to play Primeval Bounty as well. And then if we draw non-land spells, they're usually pretty good, unless
Well,
they...
we'll flip Nissa with another land after that and make it 3/3, so that's pretty good.
A turn after that, where the Golgari Signet is one of the mana sources. That said, I mean, if our opponent has...
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead
I
and
just
attack.
counted it. Three, 4, 5.
Yep, so we're playing both.
Yeah.
And that's exciting because that means we can play the Primeval Bounty and then a land. Oh, are they going to kill this? Cool.
Well, that's
Great.
perfect. It got a Wade.
Alright, and no, I'm so bad with these signets. Yeah, I'd like to play these two colors. Then I want to play Nissa. And tap, tap,
Green.
tap.
Man, that has a lot of quick.
Yes, we would. Give me this forest. Play this forest. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn we'll play Primeval Bounty.
And then play a land.
And then get our
3/3.
3 life.
Right? Oh, 3 life. It's creature that makes it 3/3.
I think the life is the least relevant mode since everyone's playing big control decks, but
Yeah. Man,
I don't
it's
think
like
these
they're
cards are-
playing a beatdown deck. But
I
they
don't
haven't
think
played
they're
a
good.
creature yet.
because so many of the creatures are just better. That's why I didn't like the Kudaus Banner or the sword. Like, it's just not doing a lot. Okay.
Oh man, bounty.
It just,
Man,
yes,
you have to click all
You
those.
can do a billion clicks. Death
Yeah.
by a billion
Yeah, I was
clicks.
thinking that.
And the Cultivate will fix our mana as well.
And it'll also add 3 counters to Nissa, right?
Yes.
So we
Okay.
cultivate, attack Nissa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then play a land and flip Nissa, right?
Yeah. And if our opponent has some sort of threat, we will actually have a decent amount of life thanks to Primeval Bounty, which is going to gain us 6 life next turn, at the least. Hopefully just 6, because I'd really like to cast something else. Attention Sphere, hopefully on the Primeval Bounty.
No, I hope it's on Nissa. Oh, well, I think they chose correctly. We can't kill that, can we? Without sideboarding? Oh, without that.
We could Oblivion Stone, but I don't really like that right now.
So
I'd rather just
cultivate and Oblivion Stone, right?
I want to keep Oblivion Stone and Plane Castle in the same turn.
That makes sense.
Oh my gosh. Billion clicks.
Alright, so we
let's
want
get
white and blue.
We don't have white. We need
Right, we want blue and
red. So we have
Red.
a basic source of red. And we already have our swamp, so definitely blue and red. The play. And then we can attack.
actually attacking's a bad idea. It can be condemned.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they didn't play condemn last turn. They let us attack that one time, so they don't have condemn. Or they would have condemned
What?
before.
You didn't play a land.
We couldn't. We already played land.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
No, you didn't play a land.
I thought I did. I guess I miscounted.
You should always click your lands just in case. You miscounted because you cultivated.
Yeah, that could definitely cost us quite a bit. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it did. Actually, they might just respond in response. And it did cost us an activation, which is a big deal. Alright. So,
Don't know if you want to attack or not.
okay. Well, we won't. Alright, and we're plus one-ing, right? Or do you want a minus?
I think minusing onto an empty board is the best idea.
That's a good point. Let's go ahead and minus.
Because we have burn and turn and burn up, so you can just pass.
Alright, and let's go ahead and see if our opponent plays anything. If they don't, we'll start our steady stream of drawing cards. While our opponent sits with 2 cards that do absolutely nothing, like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 mana now, so you could theoretically attack Oblivion Stone, pop it, get our Primeval Bounty back, play the land.
I'd rather just have Nissa.
What, Nissa doesn't die to Oblivion Stone because it's worded old, right?
Nope, it's each on permanent.
Oh, okay. It's worded new.
Let's go ahead and +1.
Oh, well, it's a land.
Okay, let's play land.
Okay.
Let's keep. Do we want to keep the Kodama's Reach? So if we activate this, we get our lands, or do we want to play Kodama's Reach to not draw more lands?
We don't have any enchantment destruction in the whole deck, do we?
We have Oblivion Stone.
Yeah, we want to just hold all that then.
And then possibly draw more lands? Okay. Let's go ahead and activate this so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Alright, so I don't think our opponent's in a particularly good spot. We have an active Planeswalker and a 4/4, and they have 3 cards in hand. We have 2 answers and a not very good card. They look
put a
solidly
counter on
Esper.
it? What are they doing here?
Floodplain searches for they're bad fetch lands.
Oh.
They got a scrub land.
Okay.
We're just waiting for something to turn burn if we want to, or
You found it. It's
Can't-
hexproof.
hexproof. That opens up Oblivion Stone. We'll +1 first though.
Definitely +1. And we can play an extra land soon, right? Don't play that. Play Oblivion Stone and use it.
We can attack first. See if he blocks.
Okay.
He probably will. There's not many things you can not get around blocking.
Okay.
That's fine.
Definitely tap the Signet.
What colors do we need?
For the Oblivion Stone?
Let's see,
No.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Try to
5,
keep green
6,
up
7,
because of
8, 9,
Polychronos.
10. Now we're gonna play Kodama's Reach.
We don't have enough mana.
We have 10.
We
Oh,
need
we're-
11.
Oh, we're one shy. Well, then we can play the Kadama's Reach first.
Does that work? Yeah, because we can play 2 lands off the.
Nah, let's
No,
just wait. We
let's
just wanted
just-
the Kadama's Reach to get us life. That's right.
Yeah, we'll just do it later.
Can we go ahead and activate now, or do you want to wait?
You should wait till he forces you to use it.
All right, let's go ahead and do that then. And we weren't going to play anything anyway, so we pass.
Because on your next turn, you can +1 Nissa again, and then activate it.
He's going to kill Nissa.
Why would he waste his time killing Nissa?
So we don't.
He'll attack, we'll just activate the Oblivion Stone, right? Oh no. I'm not sure, actually.
What is our opponent doing? Why are they
Equipping.
equipping? That's weird. They're weird.
They're just playing as if we're dumb, right? Just like we're playing as if they're dumb.
If they don't attack, I'll put Oblivion Stone on Nissa. So she's an exile herself.
So if they attack us, we just let them hit us.
Yep, we let them hit us and we make Nissa not go away from Oblivion Stone.
That's pretty correct, yeah. We could also let them kill Nissa, put a counter on the Gagari Signet, and then pop Oblivion Stone on our next turn.
Nah.
No reason to, but we can. Who's he attacking? Just let him. Who's he attacking?
If it's hitting us, that's fine.
It doesn't even show who he's attacking. Though.
He's attacking us.
Oh. Perfect.
Oh no, he attacked Nissa. I just didn't tell. Okay, let's go ahead and price this.
And then be sure to put a counter.
Yep. Oh, it's making this guy indestructible.
Doesn't it remove?
No, it destroys.
Oh, okay. That's an excellent play. So we cannot turn it, we cannot burn it. What can we do?
Beat him to death.
So we want to play
1,
The
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
we want to play the Polychronos and then the Kagama's Reach, right?
We have 9. We could play Kadama's Reach and then Dragon Lord Atarka.
That seems better.
We need...
Oh, we should have played Dragon Lord Atarka and then Kagama's Reach.
We couldn't.
Oh, okay. We'd just got counters on Dragon Lord Atarka that way.
Right, but we couldn't.
Okay, that's fine.
And we have an 8 at Flying Trample.
And 29 life.
And an extra 3/3. And the next turn, if we want to, we can play Staff of Domination, Turn and Burn. Turn and Burn does do 2 to their face as well.
So the other good thing about Turn and Burn is it makes the Dragon Lord or the Beast bigger.
Yeah.
By what, 3? Is it 3 counters?
Yep, we can make this much bigger. So we can,
Alright, well we can do it at instant speed, so...
yep, we can do 2 to him and make our Beast a...
Well, so if he does any shenanigans
6/6.
by blocking the Dragon Lord, we do it then. If he blocks the Beast, we do it on the Beast. All depending on him.
We could play the Staff of Domination, make the Beast bigger, attack with both.
I don't think anything but instants and sorceries.
Non-creature spell.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Well, in that case, we should play the Staff of Domination to make the Beast bigger, and then play the Turn and Burn as an instant to make the Beast even bigger, because he'll wheel block it.
Pro creatures, that's good. Not good enough, though.
Well, that'll get turned and burned.
Yep.
Or, actually, it'll just get turned. because it'll declare itself as a blocker first.
Okay, let's play our land.
Do you have to yield to that? No.
Nope. All right, so we don't have.
Keep. There you go.
We could also pay 1, 2. We could pay 4 and tap a creature, but now
We'll just turn it.
yeah.
So he'll probably put the Slumgar on the beast and the other guy on our Tarka, and then both of them will die.
Turn and burn will have done its work.
Burn him and turn his creature, and then is it happening? Oh, the double blocks.
Wait, can we kill him if he does that? This is 10. Okay, yeah, no, we can't. Now we can't kill him. All right.
Okay, so that is the block I expected. So now, once he makes it,
We cast Turn and Burn Entwined.
choose target creature for what?
Till you lose their abilities.
Okay, so that one
Deal 2 damage to
to
him.
him. Yeah, click. And then pay 5 mana. Fused.
If we put it on this, we'll just.
That will actually just kill him if we put it on that, right? Because he's only got 1 block.
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely put it on that one then.
This plays around him having a removal spell.
Oh, well then put it on that one then.
All right. And we don't
A
want
removal
to
spell for 2 mana though? There isn't one.
There's Condemn.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, you just mentioned that earlier. All right. Let's go ahead and hold back Polokranos.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Doesn't change the combat math right now, so yes.
And we can gain a life if we want to.
Or tap his creature if he plays it.
I like that play better.
Well, he may not have one.
This is a nice little beast, this 9/9 beast. It's not usual when the little beast grows to be bigger than Papa Atarka over here. Mama Atarka.
Papa Atarka.
She's a big dragon lady.
Yeah. Who's riding a giant beast right now and not actually flying.
That's right. Oh, it's Jareth.
I don't know what that does.
It's the best blocker in the whole world. Becomes an 11/14.
Does
and
it
has
get
Proclaim.
through a staff of domination? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Unless it get protection from the color of artifacts.
Not yet. We'll
Not-
see
not-
if
not a color actually.
We'll see if next set brings that.
Waste be damned.
Yeah.
Oh, I made a mistake.
Well, you can still do it. Luckily, even though you're bad at this game. Incidentally, he's got to have a trick, right? Or
We're just gonna attack with both, and if he does stuff, then we'll go from there after we attack him. For very
Well,
lethal.
maybe he's just making us kill him. That's what I would do.
Fine. Yeah.
All right. So I didn't see anything that I didn't like in that.
I saw creatures, so we could run Mortify.
And Dermoka's command.
We saw enchantments.
Our creatures were generally better than his, I guess, right?
And we only saw one enchantment, right?
Yeah.
So let's hold off. If we see more than one enchantment, we'll bring in Dramoka's command and Dismantling Blow. But if we don't, we won't.
Well, so I would go ahead and throw in the Dermoka's command, I think.
Well, we have to add white to do that.
That's true. We can take out a green and add a white. I think that's worth it.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what you want to take out. of that.
Well, what other mode are we using on Dramoka's command? It's not worth it to just kill an enchantment.
Oh, well, the +1 in fight is...
Fight what? He only played 2 creatures and neither are more fightable.
That's a good point.
I think I'd rather stay with a little bit more consistent version. If we see
let's
something,
try.
we'll add on to it. Do we want to play Ashling or Tuk Tuk? I don't think so.
I'm sure he has more than 2 creatures, though.
We could play Omnath here. I didn't do a lot.
We could try it.
We could play Omnath and...
Take out what, though?
you know what? He played Commander Ashia.
What's that one do?
It was the pro creatures, the 2/4 flying pro
Oh,
creatures.
right. Do we have anything to stop that?
We have Mortify, Putrefy, Turn and Burn.
Well, so I do like playing another or a single enchantment destruction. What does the entwine one do?
The turn and burn.
What's the dismantling blow do? I mean, that's the fuse one.
You pay kicker and you draw 2 cards. It's good.
Oh, okay.
I think we might just run it back though.
All right, let's just run it back and see what happens.
I'm not really excited. We could run Swiftfoot Boots.
He didn't really have much removal though.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm liking it. Let's just roll with it.
Let's see if we can manage to get our 1 win to get those 25 points. All right, so it's a mulligan. No, it's a keep.
It's actually 2 wins. Whoa.
We've got a Citadel into Signet, into Reach, into Rakekake.
Man, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's like the green ramp deck's really good when you get a good mix. I mean, they are. The game we lost, we just lost on bad breaks there.
I don't know if we would play Rakekake over the 6/6 that cannot be countered, just because drawing a card doesn't mean that much.
Oh, I didn't counter mana to see how it lines up.
Yeah, assuming we get the right colors, right? Because don't we need a red and
We already got that.
we got a red? We don't have a red. Oh, we do have a red.
We got red, blue.
So it doesn't matter what colors we get with a reach.
Yeah, we get our basics.
We'll get the. We don't have black mana, so we'll grab a black mana and a.
So do we skip the
Red
Rakekake
mana.
and we just go 5,
Yeah.
6, 7?
Yeah, get a basic red and a basic black, or not. All right, so make sure you tap the Signet.
Let's get the other colors we don't
So
have.
we get Swamp and Island. Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's get those.
Put the swamp into play. And it's called turn.
Oh, you
2,
did
3,
play land.
4,
So.
5. Yep. Okay, so we'll have 6 next turn. So we'll play Sylvos and
We
then
don't have
Dragon.
triple green. Oh, we do have triple green.
I got it under control, man.
But no, don't play Sylvos because we need quad green.
Oh,
We need to keep up the regen.
You like
just,
regen?
Just play the flash, or don't play anything and play the flash guy. Except a
Alright.
land. Definitely play a land.
Can play Xenagos.
No, the flash guy is better.
It is better because
Like
then we
Xenagos can't die.
No, you're right. We play Surok, and then next turn, if he doesn't play
No,
anything,
we play Xenagos because then we just play Surok as a normal creature. Xenagos gives it haste and trample.
But if you do it in the other order, it does the same amount of damage, and he doesn't know what we're playing. And if he plays a creature, we can play Dragon Lord or Tarka because we'll have 7.
Okay,
So we play land. Yeah, we play land.
good call.
And this gives us more options. The only time I like playing Xenagos is if we want to play Sylvos the next turn.
Mm.
But now our opponent can't play something like a Detention Sphere,
That's a good point.
which we know they have. I mean, they could play Detention Sphere, in which case they would.
That would be
Detention Sphere.
awesome.
Yeah, we would let them Detention Sphere our Boros.
Well, we
Signet.
would actually tap it for mana, but
No, I just wait till the end of the turn.
oh, okay. I mean, we don't need it. We are rocking the colors of mana though right now.
All the colors of the rainbow.
All right, hit it.
Okay, red, blue, green, black, color.
Oh, so that was actually a misplay. Force Spike is in the set.
Is it in the set? No, that is true then.
Oh, it's not actually Force Spike. It's the new one.
All right, so let's play land.
And
One,
it plays
two, three,
Xenagos, right?
4, 5, 6, 7. And then if you take off 1, you have 6. So we can play Thran Dynamo, Sylvos, Thran Dynamo, Xenagos. I think we play Thran Dynamo, Xenagos.
I think we play Xenagos. Oh, so can we play Xenagos in the same turn right now?
Let's count. 1, 2. We lose 1 mana from this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 6. Yeah, we can play.
Oh, okay. Just be sure you keep red and green up. Somehow you almost managed to not keep red and green up. Be sure you tap that for green.
I got good news and bad news, bud.
He cannot be countered.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, but we didn't need to keep that extra mana up if it can't be countered.
It's true. It's true. It's
Is that
true.
the bad news?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right. So
Always yield to trigger ability. Yeah. Get auto targets.
well, there's only one target, I guess.
Yep, and we put our opponent dead next turn.
That's a good feel.
It is. We will have our opponent dead very quickly, and
And then we're gonna sit around for 45 minutes.
Unfortunately.
So doubled its power and toughness.
Interesting thing about all of the Khans Dragons cards, all of the Khans are better than all of the Dragons cards except for Narset. Oh, they have something.
Kadim.
Nah, it costs more than 2. Sure. Okay, sure. We'll sacrifice a creature. Interestingly, we were close to Xenagos being a creature.
Oh yeah, we were 2 away.
Right, so if we cast Dragon Lord Tarka, it would have been a creature.
Oh man, wrecked. So now we cast the Dragon Lord and then immediately hit them for 16.
7, 8. No, we cast Reki, the Sylvos draw a card, and then hit them for 16. And keep back a Dragon Lord Tarka to kill blocker.
Do we keep back a green though?
And 1, 2, 3. Actually, we don't have enough green to do that.
Okay. So just Dragon Lord and hit him, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, it does make less sense considering.
I'd rather keep the Dragon Lord back to kill something that he plays.
I'd rather have regen, but I do see your way, and I think it is better.
Alright, it's unfortunate we can't play Reki here, but we really just need to keep jamming threats. Green, green.
Oddly enough, we shouldn't have fetched for that swamp, right? No, we didn't have swamp otherwise at the
Yeah.
time, so we
We
should have.
should've.
Now we didn't. We did have blue at the time, so maybe we should have got the next green.
I just would rather have protection against non-basic hate.
That's a good point.
Just having a basic of each is good. I mean, Sylvos does want you to have like a billion.
Has he got another answer?
No, he's cycling a card because he desperately doesn't want to take 16.
What? He just gave our dude Shroud though.
Which prevented Xenagos from using his ability.
What? Did you not attack?
He can't, doesn't have haste.
That's so true. Ha!
It's a weird play.
That was an awesome play, actually.
Yeah, pay 2, save 16 life is a pretty good card. It does mean
And he
that-
has a chance to kill it now.
He does. It looks like he's playing a Dragon Lord or something.
Sure, he's not. Oh! At the beginning of our turn, we sack a creature?
Yep.
So
So we're sacking Sylvos. Because we don't have a green up for Putrefy. And then we'll go ahead and sacrifice this now.
I don't think we have a choice. So now we cast Putrefy and then
1, 2,
cast
3,
the
4,
Dragon
5,
Lord, right?
6, 7, 8, 11. Yeah, let's make sure we can cast Putrefy first. Black, green, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough.
Yeah. And then let's see him do it now. Alright, so 16 damage to the face.
Yes.
So, how you liking Xenagos? Just like I said, probably MVP.
He's very good in this situation. It's bad when they have in certain situations, but he's not bad here because our opponent has to keep answering the cards. They've got to answer Dragon Lord Tarka. If they answer it, I mean, Riki's not exciting, but if they pacify Dragon Lord Tarka, then Riki's great because it activates Xenagos, right? No, it's 7. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we actually need
7.
3 more.
Yeah, that's. I mean, Sylvos would have done it, and Serac would have done it, so it's not out of the question. But
Now I don't know if we were wrong to not jam the legendary draw card spells just because we wanted to keep jamming threats every turn. So maybe we should have gone for the long game.
Our opponent has played a lot of answers.
They really have.
One.
But we would have a lot more cards in our hand had we played one turn slower.
Well, I guess they've only played 2. They played 2 answers.
Yeah, we took 2 threats, they played 2 answers, but our 2 threats would have given us 2 more cards.
Yep.
So maybe it was best to play the long game, but we may not be punished.
It's hard to say which way to go because sometimes just jamming 1 threat, 2 threat, 3 threat, especially with Xenagos, means that they don't have time to answer them. See, like, this is not good enough.
Yeah, they're still dead, right? Because trample?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless they have to condemn.
It's fine. If we're lucky, we'll draw something to make Xenagos active. We can attack with the team.
That would be hardcore.
Yeah, and then I would just make Xenagos bigger.
Can he target himself? I don't think he can.
Oh, it doesn't get trample anyway, so I wouldn't. Is it another creature?
What?
It's another creature too. Okay.
Oh, he
I
doesn't
didn't
get
play
trample?
one. He doesn't. He just gives haste.
Oh.
I think. Yep, haste and +X +X.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought he granted trample.
No, we've just had all these sweet trampley creatures.
Okay. Well, play our creature. Just because I think that's the best play.
Okay, yeah. I think we just.
I mean,
have-
I can't think of anything.
I think we should have held the creature to hold up a spell, but I can't imagine anything they could have. They could have
The
two-
only thing they can have is condemn, right?
playing the creature first. They would have made a mistake that they didn't. They could have had a sacrifice effect. Let's go.
But those are all more than 1 mana.
He has 2. This is Basilica.
Oh, okay. So yes, the sacrifice effect.
I think our opponent's dead though.
Condemn.
Nope, they got something. Purge. Okay, they're not dead. We'll lose in like
Several turns.
lots of turns. Opponent, yeah, I was gonna say, cannot afford to have that.
Oh, be sure you put a counter on our thing just in case.
Sure, we get priority. I guess Factor Fiction is a really good point to that. Now we're hoping for Maelstrom Wanderer, so we can cascade into 2 cards and then draw a card.
Yep.
Our opponent should not attack here, actually. Because we hit for 2. Wow. I guess they have a blocker or a removal spell.
Tragic slip. Bam. Worth it.
Well, we can't do much about that, but I really don't like this attack, putting themselves on a 2-turn clock. I mean,
Unless they have a creature.
yeah.
Either way, though.
Looks like they have something.
What's that?
Deals damage to player, target player.
Sacrifices creature.
Okay,
Well, that stinks.
it's fine.
We have a threat dynamo.
Sure. So
Oh, wait. That actually takes us 1 step closer to Xenagos being better, so.
Put a storage count on that. Alright,
Yes.
so we just chump with the Reki, and that's it. Yeah.
Well, so we should have definitely played that first then. In the future, we will do it that way.
So we have a couple turns to draw a card. Our opponent is tapped out, so I assume they're playing another spell. If we draw a creature, we get 2 creatures due to Primeval Bounty. The worst thing is drawing spells at this point. If they didn't have Ashling out, I would not have blocked. I would have just taken the damage. But yeah, so they're getting in the position where they're doing pretty well. But let's see what we can get. Let's gain our life.
Why not?
We have lots of outs, and Primeval Bounty will buy us some amount of time. A lot of our cards that would do nothing are buying us another turn. I mean, they are attacking for 9, So we are dead in just a few turns. That's a pretty conservative plan.
No, I think that's about right.
I didn't think they were attacking with the Dragon
Yeah,
Lord.
me neither there for a second. Wow. Lands to the bottom, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, the lands give us land or life.
But that's not how you win.
No. But I mean, like, Primeval Bounty's doing good work. It's already gained
Oh,
us 6
it is.
life.
It's doing great.
We would be dead this turn without it.
So this is the second game, right?
Yeah.
So we've still got another one. And we may not lose.
No, and we have a lot of outs. We have the mana to cast anything we draw.
Maelstrom Wanderer is the one I want.
Yeah, the best card in the deck is the one we all want.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Prowess. This guy can end the game pretty quick if he
That guy
has.
can end the game pretty quick. So it doesn't trample. So it's a really good blocker.
It is. And
But-
we have 2 blockers. We have the Beast and Glissa. And Glissa prevents attacks from everything but the flying creatures. Because I'll happily block Shun Yu with Glissa.
Yeah, and you'll happily chump block the whatever. One more creature. That's all we need.
And our opponent can't even kill us by attacking with everything. Unless they have a removal spell, then we're dead.
Yep.
We're dead.
Is that dead?
No, because we gained 3 life.
Oh, we gained 3 life? Okay.
We could sacrifice the Glissa and have a 6/6.
What now?
Devoured flesh, target player, sacrifice a creature. Then
They put it above the Xenagos,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so just sacrifice the crappiest one.
Yeah, good point. And as it say, I was thinking of Primeval Bounty triggering for us. My mind's not right, man. Let me send a work message real quick
Alright.
while we wait for our eventual. That's gonna sacrifice creature.
And then does that
Yeah.
fizzle out? Okay.
F6.
Yeah, all we need to do is block the Ashling, right?
No, they gave double strike, so I think we're dead. But we have 6, so they'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all legendary, so I think we're dead no matter what.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, they're just attacking in the air. We're dead.
All right.
Alright, game 3.
So we saw more monocolored creatures.
That's true. Do we want the Mortify or the Command? The Command probably would have killed a lot of their creatures without killing ours.
What would the command have killed that would not? Shunyun, the attacking creature.
Okay. Shinyun. The Mortify would have killed a lot of things, obviously, but it's Mortify. It's just hard to cast for us.
Yeah, I still don't think we want enchantment removal. I don't know if we want white cards to go with it. Like,
Okay. Then we're good.
We could have run.
We just
Omnath.
should have played our creature to draw us cards
They're
instead
not running
of
a lot of-
trying to push it in.
Yeah, they're not running a lot of removal, so I'm tempted that Omnath could be good over maybe Staff of Domination.
They're from one of their really good creatures, though. It's pretty powerful. So whichever you
We
think.
could run no Oblivion Stone and run Omnath. We could just not run Omnath.
Yeah, I mean, we could take out Yeva, except that it makes
We
all
could
their
pull in
stuff flash.
Sidisi.
I think we're good to go.
Alright. And we would like to play first.
And we like to have a really good mana.
And it's a good
That's
keep.
Not great, but it's perfect. It's better than I would have expected.
Well, I mean, we're a land
It's a
with
perfectly
like,
good keep.
fact or fiction.
Yeah, it's a perfectly good keep. You want F6 there, turn.
Oops, sorry. Trying to see if I got
Here,
word
we
junk.
drop for a second. All right. So we drew the Wanderer.
Alright. So we're F6 again.
Yeah.
Alright, so if we don't draw a land, we could be in trouble. But, I mean, if we hit Fact or Fiction, we're basically guaranteed to be able to play Sirach and Silvos. And
Yeah, I
Sylvan
mean,
Mountain.
if we draw a land 3 turns in a row and don't draw one, I mean, if we don't draw a land 3 turns in a row,
Well, it doesn't matter. We can cast stuff.
nice.
Now, I'd rather draw a land so we can just play Sirach.
Agreed.
Hitting 2 lands in a row, let's play Sirach into
No, just one. Right.
Primitive Blade. Well,
Yeah, 2 lands in a row gets us probably a winner.
Nope.
Oh wow, now we have to hit a land. Or another artifact.
it's okay. Our hand's pretty stacked. I mean, our opponent's playing stuff like Kadama's Banner, which just I don't think is worth playing overall. I mean, how many games has he played that just didn't matter?
The one. The first one.
Well, in the second one, the cards weren't really that
wouldn't have,
great.
it wouldn't have mattered in the second
If
one.
those was a creature, it would have been a better card.
Much better. That
No,
being
they are-
said, they put a low cost. They put something like that out. The banner matters a little bit. So we can just block that, right? We don't need to do anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Our opponent's kind of crunched on time, too.
Oh, I didn't realize they were down to that low.
Yeah.
So now we trade a 6/6 for a 6/6. Not ideal.
It's fine.
We need what?
Blue.
Red, green.
Wait, we gotta undo that. I have to tap the signet first.
I mean, there you go.
See if we can block this. They could have removal for it.
He can't be countered, that's for sure.
In which case, we'll play the Silvos.
We do, in fact, have green, green, green. Oh, well. That stunk.
Yeah, because the God's Willing kills our Sirach as well.
Well, yeah, just because of Ashling's ability.
Yep.
Just
Yeah, let's go ahead and putrefy it.
with him tap. Yeah, do it. Just putrefy it. Tap the signet first. Oh, well, you have to. No. Cancel. You have to click their creature first.
Right. Putrefy our own stuff. Good call there.
Yeah,
That would have
yeah.
been sad. So play clock is something you do have to manage. It means our opponent basically has to play a more aggressive game.
Yeah, we've got double their time.
They've just been playing slow on a couple turns. I still think we're more likely to kill them by beating them down, but
What does that even do? Reveals his or her hand, choose a card from it.
they
discard the
should
card.
choose Silvos or Fact or Fiction, but I think they might pick Maelstrom Wanderer. But they should pick the cards we can cast, because we could get screwed.
Man, that's a tough choice because these are all good cards.
I would take the Silvos.
Primeval Bounty. They're all good choices.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we need a land.
To cast Silvos?
No, you cast anything.
Huh?
Oh no. All right. So
We
do you,
can
play
cast faster.
do you want to play the Fact or Fiction or the Polychronos?
So I think we play the Polychronos and then cast Factor Fiction at the end of one of their turns. Does that seem like a good idea to you?
Yeah.
Because we know we want a threat. So why are we Factor Fictioning?
That's a good point. I like that point. Fact or Fiction just gets us closer to these bigger cards, which we don't need to cast. Casting a 5/5 on turf is better.
Yeah. Well, almost on curve.
The only his flying threats are the only things that represent a threat, like Silumgar.
That's exactly what we wanted.
Yep. God, I really do not like using signets. That's a common complaint on here, though, is that signets are awkward, and they just have to be. That's just kind of how they work in real world Magic.
Yeah, the only way is you can just say it in real world Magic.
Yeah. Always yield.
They're down to 3 minutes.
We're attacking a 10-10. They can try to race us. And they're going to. They know we have a Silvos, so that's interesting. Are they going to attack for 5?
They know we actually have all 3 of those cards. Well, they have to have a creature, right?
Yeah.
Or condemn, or sack a creature. Oh, so we just play the Silvos.
I hate the signets.
They really cost you a lot of time. I mean,
Give them haste.
oh man,
Hmm?
attack. So you wanna click him? Okay, there you go.
Now
wanna
our
click
opponent does just have to kill one creature to put us back to nothing.
Well, but they're still taking 5 if they kill one creature.
I actually might have liked to put. Oh, it doesn't matter if we put on the Polynarchos because then they could kill the Polynarchos and it would still on them. Although this 16/13 haste
So that's
trample.
haste.
Yeah.
So we needed to give that one haste. Well, that does slow us down.
I wonder why they didn't make us sacrifice a creature.
Maybe they didn't have it.
Oh, because we can sacrifice Polynarchos. That's right.
Man, are they going to beat us?
No, because next turn we're going to play Silvos. Because they put themselves another turn behind.
Did they?
Yeah, we just gained a bunch of life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If they had another answer that they could have played, they would have played it.
So and then I'd bounce a land.
Which lets us play Maelstrom Wanderer next turn.
Yeah, go ahead and return a forest, I guess.
Let's return a mount up.
Yeah, swamp's better. Actually. No. It's actually not better. But whatever.
Whatever.
We don't have any double black, so it's fine. Not ever having regenerate on this guy is really annoying.
It's really hard to have all that. Okay, so our opponent with the same kind of. Okay, so if they play something to add power to him, we're gonna lose.
They have to add what?
4.
4? I don't think there's any single card that adds 4.
No, they could play Shun Yu and a spell. They don't have enough for that. Unless they had a 1-mana spell.
I can't think of anything they could possibly do that would stop us from getting them a Wanderer.
No.
As long as Wanderer flips a creature, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. It needs to flip a creature.
Now I think he's just dead because of trample. But Let's play it anyway.
Let's definitely make sure. So they could have just blocked, right?
They needed to kill us next turn, but I don't understand how this play does anything. Because this doesn't have haste, and this becomes a
Trample,
16-16. So they die exactly.
Yeah, without this.
Yeah.
So
So
and
I
they're tapped
actually,
out completely. So
yeah.
there's no card in the set that they could do. I mean, we're kind of showboating at this point, but cast with kicker. Oh, we don't have anything to pay in the kicker.
Yeah.
Well, Jack's up. Hit. They all have haste. Hit the one with trample.
All right, good news, guys. We're attacking for a little bit.
So that's 16 plus 8. That's 18, 24 plus 6. That's 34 damage. Win. I'm glad Maelstrom Wanderer did something, even if it was showboating.
I mean, in a game we can cast it, it'll probably win us the game. Am I missing something here? Does our opponent have something?
They're just
to work
making us kill them.
with? Oh. I guess it could take us 4 minutes. We killed them by a lot, though.
Negative 18.
So they really drug that match out. They made sure we didn't have to wait. Thanks, guy. Because we thought we were going to win very quickly, and we didn't. It really just
I don't know if
stretched
that
out
was
there.
fortunate or close, but it was awesome.
It's a little bit of both when people are watching us play.
Yep. It's good for everybody. Maybe they're our one viewer. Probably not.
They did not play like they were our one viewer. Let's see if I have my work stuff done. And then we have our last match in just a minute.
Yep.
Are these just the cards in the packs?
What do you mean?
All of these look like cards that are actually in the cube.
And not in the packs? You might be right.
I'm not sure. Let's see. Rarity. These are the pack lists. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't include the commons. You don't get those. You just get 2 uncommon, or 3 uncommons, or 2 uncommons, and a rare. Or maybe
No,
one
no.
uncommon.
Show 100 entries. See if there's show. Is there more?
Well, commons would have shown first, right? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So there are none.
Which is fine, because the packs are made to make product. They're not drafting packs or anything like that. They're just the cards that are of value. And if we do it by mythic rarity, it's not that many. I wonder how many of these uncommons are worth a little bit.
Well, we just checked on the other. Not many.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that makes this even worse, because we don't know which of these cards are actually in there or not. I think all of these are except for the commons, actually.
You're probably right. All right, let's go back. It's probably about to start.
It starts now.
I'm good at this.
Braid's a master of telling times. He's a chronologist of sorts.
Yep. I have a cool watch. Do we get to go first or third game in a row?
We lost the die roll.
No.
Probably not. I do like this hand.
That seems pretty legit.
We can play. Let's keep the Molten Slag Heap into the Talisman, into
Yep.
the Gruul Turf,
And
and
staff. All right. Both.
we can either
Well,
pump.
we can do both.
We can pump the Slag Heap. Now we could
So
pump the
I
Slag
think
Heap.
2 mana, play the talisman. 3 mana,
We
play the staff.
no,
Bounce a land, right?
we don't have anything to do with all this mana. We could play 2 mana, pump, 3 mana, Talisman pump, 4 mana, Gruul Turf, big guys. I think I like
makes
that better.
a lot of sense.
So let's go ahead and try that out. I know it's
And
a
we don't lose anything if we draw Kagama's Reach, because we could just play a land Kagama's Reach.
yeah. And this lets us actually pump out more because we're not trying to get efficiency from our mana. We're trying to get as high as quickly as possible.
Yep.
And then next turn we can play the Talisman and pump it, and then the next turn we can play the Gruul Turf. Okay, so let's play the Talisman.
Now, do we just want to play the Signet instead? Pay 2, pay the Signet?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think that's actually
6.
better, right?
Yes.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I wonder which ball it's playing here. If it's Hull Breach, I'll be super sad. Weird hair. Okay.
Okay, well,
But that's fine.
yeah.
Artifact removal's good in this set.
Alright, so now we just play a land and then play the staff, right?
No, we pump the
Well, if we
slag
play
heap and play the Gruul Turf so that we can play a Tark when we want to, and then pump out Verdoth.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're just getting closer to 4-7 for 6, which is okay. But I'd rather just be able to do this. And then having the Staff of Domination, which probably is not going to get worn and torn, will be nice later. So we just want to get maximum value out of our cards. Oh, Hull Breach there too.
Wow.
Okay, so let's pump the slag heap, play
Bounce
the
a land?
yeah.
I-
Let's really hope they do not have land destruction.
I don't think it's in the set, but now we might should have played the temple and then bounced the temple, since we're not doing anything.
Maybe, but that's really I don't want to be that far behind if we need access to mana.
That's a good point. So we're gonna play the ancient next turn, right?
1,
'Cause we'll
2,
have
3,
exactly
4,
6.
5.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4, 5, 6.
No, they've probably got answers in hand. I'd rather just take our time, and then when we need the mana, maybe unload in something like Staff
Okay.
of Domination.
So play the Temple of Malady.
Oh, All Sun's Dawn. They got back Wear and Tear and Farseek and Hull Breach. Okay.
All right,
So
so,
they-
now we play the Temple, right, and the Glissa. Oh man, the Glissa takes black.
We have black.
Okay, so play the Temple, play Glissa. Hull Breach only kills what?
Let's put that on top of the library.
What does Hull Breach kill?
Artifacts and enchantments.
Oh, okay.
We could just play the Staff of Domination to slow them down so they play that again.
I think I would really play the Glissa because they may not have an answer for it.
Well, the other thing with it is if we add on to Molten Slag Heap some more, we can just play the Maelstrom Wanderer sooner. And this would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can play it next turn if we pump this.
Okay. I like that plan best.
It looks like our opponent was really preying upon the fact that a lot of these decks require a lot of artifact mana, which I do like.
And it could be coincidence. They could have just had nothing else to do. Like we had nothing else to do. But ramp.
Prevent all damage to be dealt to it. Let's go ahead and put a storage counter on this. And F6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Island makes 8.
Yeah, do not play the wrong land.
Definitely not. Alright, Chomana is actually a really good defensive card here. Let's play our clear.
Alright, does he have trample?
Nope.
No. You want all red, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Green.
Alright, that was pretty powerful.
Yep. So now we get to see Maelstrom Wanderer in their full glory. Yeah, let's play it.
Might as well.
I can destroy it, but that's fine.
Eh.
Yeah, let's play it.
I'll play that. And then
Attack for 13.
yeah. Well, I mean there's no reason to attack.
Yeah, you take
Oh
both.
yeah, you have to attack both so one can get through.
Yep. Next turn we play a Tarka.
And attack again.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And they can destroy Oblivion Stone whenever they want, but that's fine.
I mean, yeah, we're not using it, so. And if I were them, I would destroy it. if they had nothing better to do. That's not whole reach mana, right?
No,
Which
that's
is
wear and
green
tear.
and red. That's wear and tear.
They really need to destroy the Maelstrom Wanderer.
1, 2,
Give me a second.
3, 4, 5, 6.
1 second.
7 mana.
Hey, what's up?
We do have the Dragon Lord mana once I play that forest.
Is Greg there? Alright, put Greg on the phone. Hey Greg, check inside of my pencil sharpener. The bottom base.
So we do have to win this to get our play points back.
The pencil sharpener. Check inside of that, the little pull-out thing where the...
Right now we're
Okay.
looking at quite a lot of loss.
Okay. Bye. Alright.
So they Fate's Fetters are Polychronos.
Alright. Jump in here. So that means we can't activate it. But that also doesn't mean that...
It also means it can't attack.
That's fine.
We're still going to hit them for 8 in the air, though.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, and we can also decide if we want to kill our own Polychronos or not. No, it's opponents. Okay. We could play Sylvos and attack with both, but that does less damage
So-
overall.
No, it has trample.
It does less damage because the 8 would definitely get through here.
It's going to get through the... Actually, if they block the Sylvos, that's bad for them. And it can have regenerate.
I actually like the Sylvos better because it means our Dragon Lord target can answer one of their creatures.
That's actually the reason I was saying too. Tap the turf. And then anything but the green mana.
Yep.
And they attack with all. So they're taking 8. Unless they've got something.
Alright.
I like that Fate's Fetters is in this set. It doesn't play well with a lot of the black removal, which is good for us. Because a lot of the black removal makes us sack a creature.
I feel like Faith Letters loses a lot in this format because there's not a lot of Planeswalkers. And one of the reasons it's so good... Oh, Divine. Each choose a creature and destroy the rest. I'm going to choose
Wait.
Maelstrom Pulse
And then regenerate. Did you? You
That's
haven't choose.
regenerating
You haven't
first.
chosen yet. Okay.
No, I'm going to choose Maelstrom Wanderer. On the downside, we lose... Okay.
Nothing.
We lose Polychronos.
He was doing so much.
The regeneration came into effect.
I knew it. Knew it was good when we drafted it. And all the
I know.
times I talked about it and us not regenerating it. I mean,
It
we
didn't
just
burn
couldn't.
us any of those times, though. All right, here we go. We just play the Dragon Lord and attack for lethal, right?
Yeah.
We could play the Verdant Baloth and attack for lethal.
Wait. Does the Dragon Lord allow us to have mana up to regen? 2, 4,
No.
5, 6, 7? No.
We could play the Verdant Ancient and
And
attack for
have-
lethal.
And yeah. Okay. And we'll have mana up to regenerate.
Okay, we'll do that then.
So let's do that.
Or we could play Glissa and attack for lethal.
Would that attack for lethal? 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11? Okay. As long as we have mana to regenerate.
Awkward.
Don't
difficult.
tap that.
Yeah, it's green, black.
Wanderer on the
Our opponent's dead unless they have
8th
something.
turn, I think. It was on the 8th turn.
So it looks like our opponent has something. Which, again, we're keeping back Dragon Lord and Fertaloth. There is a couple more things that can kill Glissa, so
Nice.
that's a consideration.
Alright, we're a game up. Didn't see anything particularly interesting. I mean, I always love
We-
Mortify, but
We could take out our artifacts and just play more threats and make those cards dead in their hand.
the problem with that is they fix a lot of our colors.
No, they don't.
Oh, the problem with that is that our strategy was ramp.
So the strategy of them having dead cards in hand is good. They're going to keep both those cards. They had at least 2.
I think that's a little risky, but if you think we can do it, we'll do it. Now, do we have enough cards to put in for those?
4, 5, 6.
So we have Omnath. That should definitely replace one. Let's just replace them one at a time.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, we do. Let's put the cards we're taking out in one stack. And then the cards I'd like to add in, maybe those.
So I think we should go up at least 1 mana. Maybe 2.
Yeah, we should. Did they have multicolored cards?
We didn't really see anything
Okay.
multicolored. So we definitely want Omnath. So that's 1.
We could add these 4 and
then
2 lands. 1, 2, 3.
It'd be 3 lands, wouldn't it? No, 2 lands.
Yeah.
Alright. That's fine. You just drag them there, they'll fix
Yeah.
themselves.
Okay. And then we're not adding the white splash because we didn't see anything to add the white splash for, did we?
I mean, I'm sure they had enchantments, but I don't think it's worth deleting our mana. Actually, we've got mana search still, so no, let's just. How many lands we got? 17.
We could run 19. That'd be
Let's
fine.
run one more land and the command, or one more land and the mortify. A white land, obviously.
I'll sort by convert mana cost.
You want to take out one of those forests?
And then you said the
Probably the command or the mortify. The mortify is going to be harder to cast than the command.
Let's put in the command.
The only thing we saw was Fate's Fetters for a target, but we could have also traded one of our creatures. Not
Yep.
for that particular creature, but probably for something they would play.
Sure. All right. Let's submit the deck. Let's try it.
If they only have that one creature in their deck, I think we got this.
Okay. And then the next match, the great.
That is really good.
The next match, if we want to, we can set up a position where we play the artifacts back in. Because if we have all our stuff sighted out and they notice that we don't play anything, they might sideboard out their
They might.
artifacts. And that's something you can do. So let's say that you're playing a limited deck and you have 2 flying cards and they're really good. And you're, or flying's probably the wrong example. Let's say you have 2.
I mean, basically what we're doing here is take out our artifacts because they have artifact hate.
Hey.
Man, I'm worried about that.
I'm not. They need to get to 3 mana before they can produce anything.
So we want to make a creature and then and then cultivate, or cultivate and then make a creature.
Let's put this on the bottom.
Yes, that is correct.
We are going to play Nissa into Sidisi. No, we're going to play Cultivate into Sidisi.
That makes sense. Save Nissa for later.
Mm-hmm. Cultivate will let us get the red to go Sidisi to Xenagos.
Yes. We need to grab a red and a black currently, right? No, we need to grab a green. We need to grab a green and a red.
We've got 4 green sources.
Yeah, we need. Okay, we have 4 green now, but we didn't when I was talking about that.
We need to grab red and another color.
Red and black, then?
No.
We can't even grab a red anymore. We're just drawing perfect mana. We don't need that cultivate.
Nope, we need to play Nissa because we can just cast Sidisi.
Wow, that was weird.
Sometimes you get really, really lucky and curve out perfectly in spite of your terrible mana. So now we're going to play Nissa, Sidisi, Xenagos.
Yeah. Sidisi, and we get, what, we mill ourselves for 3 or something?
Yeah, and if we get a creature, we get a 2/2.
For each one. And then when he attacks,
No,
we do
just
the
the-
same
just
thing,
the one.
right?
Just one.
Oh, just one for no
Yeah.
matter how many we mill?
Okay, so we should probably go ahead and trade Nissa for Rice.
That seems legit. Especially since Sidisi's gonna come down. Alright. Definitely play the right color.
They're all the right color.
Okay, we'll play the blue then.
Do we want to play Reki first so we can draw more cards?
Alright, we did say we would do that, so it's up to you, but we did say we would do that.
I do like that. If they answer it, then we lose a little bit of life. But if they don't answer it, we're so far ahead.
We are a game up, so
Being a game up doesn't usually change my plays.
I don't know that it's changing my plays, but it is. If this doesn't feel completely right, we can be comforted by that.
Okay, let's go ahead and play Sidisi or Xenagos.
Sidisi will play Xenagos. Keep saying it differently. I don't really know which one it is, but let's play it first. It's second. Because won't it be... It's really close to on, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, and we draw a card.
Get in there, Reki. Do
Why
your
not?
duty. Alright, so now our opponent can't attack. We're both
Now, do we want to play Polychronos or Xenagos?
Polychronos because it can block the 3/3.
That's a
Right?
good point. We could also putrefy something after we attack.
6. We can cultivate and putrefy. I would rather do that.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, one more land and you can Polychronos cultivate, right? Have you already played a land this turn?
We have. So then let's play Xenagos. So
Go ahead and play Polychronos because it stops their attacks.
It's true too.
Good choice on the mana leaving up just in case we draw something awesome.
Alright, we don't have any good attacks, so we pass.
So that's 2 cards we've drawn off that random creature, so I think that was definitely the right play.
Yeah, this is being a grindier match as well.
Wow, they just gave up.
I wouldn't have given up. I don't know why our opponent would do that. They didn't know what we had in hand.
They did have an ultimate blocker. I mean, they could stop. Now, Polychronos could kill 1, 2 of their creatures.
Eventually, but like
No,
they
not
have cards
really
in hand.
close, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 damage. So we were 2 lands away from actually killing both the creatures.
I mean, as soon as we stopped drawing stuff, I would have played Xenagos
And
on our
attacked.
turn and attacked, and then
And then
we would have been getting all these other cards actually.
so,
then
we would have played Xenagos.
we would have run out of cards this turn. We would have played Xenagos, drawn a card from the legend, played Glissa, drawn a card from the legend, drawn a card. And then the turn after that, instead of playing Tuk Tuk, I would use Polychronos to just kill his 2/2, make his guys
Well,
small.
kill his 2/2 and his 1/1 because it would be a 1/1 after.
Yeah.
So you do 3 damage and kill both of them.
Alright, so we went 2-1. Free draft, free pack.
That was pretty awesome.
Hopefully we'll do a couple more. I like the format. So our opponent seemed to be playing that kind of weird beatdown deck, and it didn't match up well. Like when you're playing Polychronos, we had one creature that I felt wasn't giant. That was the Reki, right? Reki was it. Because we weren't starting with Sidisi.
We sided into Omnath just cause, right?
I decided on Omnath because he was in Naya colors, and with the
Well,
way he
and
was,
we took out all the artifacts.
yeah,
so.
and I expected him to be playing smaller creatures, and he was. He was playing.
That was perfect.
But I mean, like, think about all those smaller creatures just get blanked by so many cards. Sidisi
Polychronos.
blanks it. Polychronos blanks it, and he was
Yeah, that actually blanks a lot of them.
yeah.